right? When on this exec or when on post plant, do you want to pop this shield? Do you want to use it for spam? Do you want to use it to, push up? I think it'll just take a little bit of time, but I'm excited to see, what these players can cook up with this new agent.
For me also to see is I think Harbor's always been traditionally very close-end play, if that makes sense. Like his smokes don't travel super far. Maybe his wall he could justify in the old before the rework, but his new smoke, is that cross-map travel like Omens? Like can he reach from site to site and kind of be more of an aid that way?
Yeah, I haven't actually gotten the chance to go in and test it out. I know when Vito came out, I definitely had a lot more of an interest in to see what he can do, because that's a new agent compared to a rework, right? I also am not a big Harbor person, so I have no idea. But if it can travel across the map, that is another large piece of utility that you can use alongside maybe a second controller, because we have been seeing double controller comps rise in popularity after the big hit to pretty much all of the agents. So if it can go across the map, maybe they can use that as a way to give a very powerful sight smoke, right? We've never had really the time to use a sight smoke that has a shield, and if we can use a sight smoke that can't be spammed through, that might give defenders a lot more breathing room, especially if there's only one or two people holding it.
Yeah, this is incredibly niche too, but I think that smoke also falls very slowly, very slowly. So there could be a niche scenario where you're on Haven holding the A, or C sight line on that long sight line. You pop that smoke really high in the air, and just their legs are poking out, and you get some free shots on them. So I don't think that'll be used today, but I'm just curious what the pros will do in the future in the long term.
Yeah, making your own one-ways anywhere, right? We haven't been able to do that. Omen smokes come down too fast, and then every other smoke in the game, it's just there, right? Brim smokes immediately drop. Clove smokes, they immediately just show up after an orb hits the ground. Astra stars, they have to be placed on the ground. And so if the smoke goes down slow enough, being able to create your own one-ways, that's something we've never had before, right? Omen, you need a ledge, right? You need it, and it needs to be high enough. You need to have a ledge that's high enough, that's in a good enough position to where players are going to funnel through, and then you can see them. But if you can just even on site, right? Imagine being able to put a one-way smoke on site, and then you just see where all of these players are. It gives you a lot of different avenues to work with.
Yeah, I also want to talk about the ultimate. I mean, that thing looks monstrous. Just the fact you have a large wall, push it through, and near sight, that's going to be super powerful. So anyway, we're going to head over to the game selection here in just a second. So yeah, let's get on into it.
I think we know our map picks and bans. The issue is what are these teams' good maps? We don't know these teams. They just got these teams. What are their best maps? Because we have map picks and bans. Obviously, you can see that the first map is going to be Bind, but these teams haven't had the chance to really get to know each other and connect. So it'll be very interesting to see how they navigate these maps, because none of these teams really have their quote strongest map.
Yeah, I agree. But heading into the Bind tier, looking at these comps, I do know some of these players that actually I've known from being here at Purdue. But Mist is what used to be on Team Black. I think he's still playing for esports Valorant. I know Akaninja, Sidster, both crafty. I think Hal is an Overwatch player as well, joining us here. But yeah, Bind is such a fun map in my opinion. I like to see these comps too. So look at the attackers comp. They have the Fade plus the Clove and the Raze. There's a lot of power just hitting into sites. Now, they are running the double Sentinel, so maybe they're counting their hands of hey, we just need 5 or 6 on attack, and we're gonna lock it down in defense. But also looking at the defenders, Vise is pretty strong on this map if I'm correct, but definitely good to see both raises on either side. That's pretty standard. Interesting pick on the Astra as the controller, right?
Yeah, that's definitely a new one for me, because normally on Bind you see something like a Viper or even a double smokes comp with a Clove, or every now and then you see a Brim, because even though Brim doesn't have rechargeable smokes and it's kind of fallen off recently, Brim smokes cover pretty much every choke that you need to on either of the sites. But bringing up Astra, that's kind of... I'm excited to see how it works, but I'm also not in the know about Astra on Bind. I don't think I've ever seen Astra being played on Bind, at least at this level, and especially on a team that has a lot more of a standard pick, right? You have your KO, you have your Sova, and even Sova, right, is not picked too fairly often on Bind.
Yeah, looking into this first round, looks like almost of a pistol default. No, it can be Chamber lurking towards A side, the rest of the team heading towards B. But look, I think the defenders are prepared for this. They put Vise on A with the Sova, but Ray's looking for an early fight. Let's see what happens right in this round. Let's get into it. Map 1. Yeah, early pick from Raze here out of Hookah. Oh, just jumps around the corner, spotting the fade.
Found them.
Scans clear to clear out the chamber. Here comes Boss trying to hold down. Nice tag there, but needs to back up to his teammates. Hookah claimed by the attackers.
Yeah, and you can already see the Vice starting to rotate over. He knows that there might be a hit coming, but he doesn't really want to swap just yet. There hasn't been enough noise made.
Raze satchels across the side. Looks like they are committing to this fight. Izzy gets low though, but Sidster is spotted out, slightly tagged. Looks like they're reading this quite nice, but no, Bomb's actually to be moving towards the A side, but Vice and Silva still sticking around on A. Maybe the right call, but no, it might be coming back towards B. They're just not making a decision quite yet.
Yeah, there's not enough really happening on the attacker side for them to really decide if they want to put someone there, and it looks like they're just going to rotate players over from B to A. They're going to bring the Sova over to B.
Ooh, nice pick. Canyon onto Sister. That might start an attack here onto this B site. Probably comes out from Mist, but Izzy finds Ninja as well. Defenders falling left and right. Mist takes another. The SOP supplier falls dead to the ground. Oh, but Canyon comes around to CT. It was not expecting that. All down to Vice here in the 1v5.
Yeah, just a really late rotate. They really had no idea.
Izzy will take out Crafty Droid, and the attackers up here. Team 5 showing off some strong stuff.
Yeah, the defenders really had no idea where this attacking team was, right? You had one player like stick their head out around the corner every now and again, but once that opening pick happened, the attackers just exploded onto the site, and it was just too much for these 3 defenders that were sitting there. Like, yes, it is the more stacked site, but when you're going into a 4v3, just after getting a pick, right, you're already down a player. They had no idea that there were that many players there, and it just overwhelmed them.
Yeah, it was interesting to see. I mean, Raze was stuck on the attacker side. Raze was stuck in that little corner for a while, but now they were able to bail him out and take that B site. Looks like we're at a bit of a default here. Attackers being wary of a possible eco rush, but no, I'm going to back up here, clear up things nice and easy. But Boss gets spotted out by the Brawler, trying to stall for time, but Mist has him on this corner. Nice dodge on the flash, but is able to get out. Going to be dropping out of Hookah.
Yeah, the attackers have these very aggressive weapons. I heard the sound of a stinger, so they're going to want to take closer fights, especially on this slight buy round. You can hear a couple of ghosts, so they definitely didn't buy all of the weapons to really take over this eco round.
You can see Chamber creeping up through showers here. Vise is going to be all alone. All 5 attackers for Team 5 lining up for an A attack here. Crafty Joy is going to have to stall or buy some time, or maybe even find a pick when they hit this here.
This Vice Flash is going to be crucial.
Flash comes out, confirms a lot. Oh, bot spotted. Pushed back through showers, but a lot of angles given up from the defenders. Oh, Crafty Droid finds one, trades out. Now makes this a 4-on-4 retake for defenders.
But all 4 of them have to rotate through spawn. They have no flanks going out, and they know
early pick from Izzy does find Sidster. Oh, 3 fall all at once, just down to the KO player. Falls to Izzy. Nice 3K from Izzy, confirming their round here when they bought up.
And they only lost, what, 1, maybe 2 players there? So they're able to carry these weapons over to a little bit of a bonus round. I think they actually bought up a Phantom that round, if I saw correctly. No, it was just a Spectre. The Recon skin looks about the same on both of the weapons, so that's my mistake.
Taking a look at the scoreboard here, if we can pull that up. I believe Izzy got a 3K that last round there. And is going to be pressing their luck here. Now here is a pivotal moment for the defenders. They really need this point across. They should have the advantage in this fight here. Attackers, though, leaning towards B. They know that they're stronger in numbers here with their weaker weapons. So 4 are going to inch up all the way through B long.
And the defense has the completely wrong read. They do have the Vice Utility, though.
Ooh, Scan comes out. Raises on sight. They know it. Crafty Droid does find him with the Odin. Defenders rotating back over. Ninja trying to hold on to the smoke. Looks like they're going to be backing up and teleporting. Going to be up to Raze and Sova from the defenders to stop them here.
This hit's going to come out really fast.
Mist comes out. Oh, but Stop Supplier takes his head off straight clean. Nice nade to stall here. Izzy stuck in the corner, and Supplier knows it. Potential shock arc coming in. KO Knife will clear out main. And they know Izzy is stuck in that corner.
The flank trademark is hit, so their Sage is going to turn around. But there's another flank coming in from the attackers. As this Chamber walks up.
He's waiting. He has so much patience in his trigger discipline. Spots the KO. Lining up his shot. Takes out Boss. Now panic sets in. Defenders caught off foot on all sides. Need to clear back out this Chamber player in heaven. Aster looking to peek into him. Gets the dink. Oh, 2 from the chamber. Sister does finally silence him, but in the meantime, Izzy does find Supplier.
Yeah, but this flank is still happening.
Sister finds one, but Izzy reses. Nice nade placement. Finally to put down Sister. Gonna be all up to Droid versus Izzy. Izzy looking for this player. Doesn't want to get caught off guard while planting the spike, but has to get it down. And I think Crafty Droid has a free pick on her. Nice job. Defenders do get the first round.
Yeah, really good back and forth. The attackers knew that the defenders were rotating because they had the trademark on, I want to say that B link area. The trademark went off. It spotted out the Vice, but Crafty just waited. His shear had already cut off their raise when they tried to enter the B site, and that was an easy pick. But then the attacking chamber going on that really, really late rotate around the entire B side of the map, able to pick off 2, that gave the 2 players sitting in shower enough time to push onto site without being contested.
Yeah, attackers are going to get down and dirty on the A site here, rushing towards showers. Dart is shot, but also shot down. The 2 holding Sister. Spamming into this nade coming out here to stall, but 2 nades cancel each other out. Both have to give space.
Looking really scary for Sister there with only 10 HP.
Oh, finds a random pick on a miss, shooting the Boombot. Hate to see it if you're missed there, but wait. Boombot, okay, yes, we'll find Cannon, and Sister finds 2. Shuts down any attempt of a shower push. Everyone else huddled in A main.
They don't have any agency over the rest of this map, and the defenders know it. They're not moving an inch. They're just going to sit here and hold these angles, knowing that they've already gotten 2 picks.
Yeah, the attackers had to make a decision here. Are we going to try to find something? Ooh, caught off. Izzy takes a couple specks of damage, but backs up safe and sound. But here's the question. Do they save these weapons maybe for next round, or do they try to find another fight here to even things out?
I think it'll be really hard to push through this very chokehold of an A site.
Here's the issue. They have 2 Sentinels and a controller player still up. None of their robust utility really is available to them to enter the site pretty heavily, so they're going to be walking in this blind, but Izzy trying to find a fight. Pings up, has to reload and back up. Sister, I like this positioning. I don't think it'll be expected, and yeah, A main falls. Sister finds 3, looking for last. Nice shots on Hala. Nate coming out
with the gun.
Ace from Sister, wiping out the competition.
Just amazing positioning from Sister, and great utility, right? I mean, the lucky kill with the Boombot, but then throwing out his own Boombot, knowing that there's a second person here, and then, having the agency to take that fight, gets the kill, and then a great reposition onto an unexpected angle on the box, and an easy 2K there, and then just one more final cleanup kill, and that's an amazing ace already on round 4.
Yeah, that first kill might have been a little bit of luck, but the last 4 definitely were not. Going to be setting things even here on 2-on-2, and attackers left with sheriffs and nothing much else.
They do have 1 hero. It looks like 2 hero rifles, as the Sage and the Raze both have Phantoms. But
Chambers still lurking on A side too. Oh, nice run. I like that. Spots out too. Pings missed. Some extra info there. And if they spot anyone showers, they'll know there's at least 3 or 4 players heading towards the B side. Looks like they're hesitant to give up A site because of that last flank. They did not want to get hit with that again. Yeah, they know the Chamber's here.
Chamber wants to get a little more control over this map.
There's the question. Spike is towards Hookah, so there's not an option of really teleporting and hitting a quick A site unless they back all the way out through Hookah.
Yeah, maybe the Chamber wants to make a little bit of noise here on A. Try and draw a rotate over.
Chamber is peeking out showers, looking for anyone to take a shot at, but they're all playing so passive. Is he going to walk out? Yeah, Chamber walks out on A site. Isn't spotted out just yet. Might find a quick angle on the Sova if KO is not watching his back.
Yeah, he has to challenge this KO here.
Looks like they're out on site, though. Here they come. Smokes down, utility out, rolling through the back site, but finds one, trades out. Sister spray finds Izzy. What a way to go. They will get bombed down. The Chamber did fall in the meantime, so it's down to a 2v4 retake. Gonna be hard for these attackers. Can't even get the bomb down. Actinigen comes on in, gets traded out. All down to miss, but is shot in the back and will fall. Defenders up 3-2.
Yeah, Crafty threw an arc roast through the wall there, and it actually flashed Mist. So Mist was unable to challenge with his raise, and it prevented him from getting the trades on those players rotating through CT.
Yeah, smart utility from the defenders, and I like the way they never rotated off that A site until they knew for sure that Chamber was not coming back for them after they killed him. Smart moves. They're not gonna, fool me once, shame on me.
Yeah.
But fool me twice, not gonna happen. Looks like attackers heading towards the A site. The Fade is actually maybe faking some noise up hookah, potentially. Showers will be scanned and uncontested. They'll know for sure no one there in that yet, but I wonder if they'll back out and follow where that dart came from.
Yeah, but the defenders have the possibility of a quick rotate. You can see their raises planted right next to the TP in case any A noise is made.
Explosion primed to happen. Chamber walks out so silently. Gets caught off by Crafty. Eye comes up, but no, we're committing. Raze comes out. Rocket in hand. Forcing defenders out, but Sova's found a nice spot in Showers and is kind of contesting more angles than that might be happily to give. But no, wall will come down. They really are just contesting for the bomb site and giving up Showers completely. No one will be wrapping us this moment, and Crafty finds another onto Sage.
He's just going to walk out. They've already taken half the site back.
Kenny did find one on the Active Ninja, but there's not a lot to do here.
Oh, the nade!
Oh, big nade, just down to mist. Sister finds him yet again, and wow, defenders up 4-2. That was a clean retake. Even with the wall there, Odin makes short work of that, and yeah, things are looking clean. And honestly, if they bought a couple rifles from the attacker side, I don't know if they have much of an econ anymore.
Yeah, the utility from the entire defensive side there was completely on point. They flashed their way back into the back site, and with the Sage wall up, the attackers had no way to really challenge, and Crafty up in heaven with an Odin, you really can't challenge that line even if you wanted to. And once Sova had cleared out Showers, Sidster actually rotated through the TP and was able to pick up a really good flank.
Yeah, good catch on that. And I would recommend, I think these attackers can't just force their way out of one site, especially with the Vise, the Razor Wires, the stall. The fact that Sova could clear out, and they knew he darted there. They heard the dart. Like, they need to recontest that and put some more question marks on the map for the other team, because if they know they're all huddled up, it's going to be pretty easy pickings for them.
Yeah, especially on this flashless comp.
Opposite here, forward to Showers, up against Sidster. Oh, but Sidster does find Izzy. Is he going to go for the res and fight this? Mist walking up. Do they know that he's in the smoke still? No, Izzy falls yet again to Sidster.
Just a little stall boom bot. Keeps the Sage from pushing up.
Crafty making his presence known, and honestly, they're stacking these sites perfectly the way they're rotating over. Leaving the KO on B site because they don't want to be caught off guard, but they've hit a hard place here for the attackers.
Yeah, and look at this rotate from Astra. They don't want to give up either side of the map, but
the res comes out. Supplier gets taken up by Mist, but trades back. Sister finds Izzy.
The third time this round. Izzy has died to Sidster 3 times.
That's so true. Looks like Mist going to be popping the ult here to try and get some space. Yep, here comes Nightmare. Comes up, Prowler seeking their targets. Kennedy goes in, finds Droid with the Odin, but Fearless finds Crafty Droid. Running through Showers, trying to find an angle, put the pressure back on, finds Sidster as well, and all of a sudden, seem to be on the back foot, but Canyon finds Boss all down to the Astra. What seemed like such a solid defense just crumbled away as the picks started rolling in.
Yeah, Sidster was the only one able to get kills there. There were 3 kills were given over to Sidster just on Izzy alone, right? You die the first time, self-res, okay, you have to go for the kill here, right? Goes for the kill. Dies to Sidster again. Sage comes in, reses Izzy, and then a showstopper comes around the corner to kill Izzy the 3rd time. But then nobody else dies. The other 4 attackers are able to retake the entire site with just the 4 of them and take the round back.
Yeah, I do like how they're switching up the Vice here back onto B side, keeping things interesting. Sova dart gets shot, so they know someone's contesting. Canyon is not afraid, but does get taken out by Supplier.
Looks like just as the smoke had come down too.
Gonna make things awfully awkward for these B-side players because as soon as these A sides cleared out, they'll be rotating over. Nice stall with the Thorns and the wall, calling for maybe a rotation from one of the players on A site.
This angle is nasty with an Odin. That box is made of paper when you have this gun.
That drop must have been heard from Mist. It's definitely that shot will be heard. Clove is still lurking towards A. But about to face feed players as he walk. No, teleports over. Might signal now that we're hitting B site.
That might draw over rotate, but the defense have been so good at just holding players on the sites, but it might be their own
catches the
downfall.
site player. Crafty marked and good to go, but no, yeah, falls down to Izzy, and all of a sudden the attackers are on site and pretty securely to plant. Akaninja gonna be contested by
Astra has to make something happen.
Chamber and finds them. All of a sudden CT players panicking because they know someone's all the way up in elbow. Has to be very cautious as they retake.
If the wall blocks off their CT, they have to break through this, and it's going to alert the attackers where these defenders are.
Yeah, both missed in chambers. Finding shots, sprays, but misses. Oh, Sister finds one, but Izzy will take out Sister. Cleaning things up down to just Boss and the 1v2. Nice fly, high flash. Only has 5 bullets though, but it's enough to find one more.
He knows where Izzy is. The shots
Down
did
to
go
one.
out.
Oh, knife out, but is able to cross the safety. Down to Izzy and Boss. Who's taking this? Taps it. Looking for Izzy wrapping, but wrapped the wrong way. Smoke is making things awkward. The spray!
Oh.
Izzy finds 3 and ties us back up 4 and 4.
Yeah, there was too much time had passed. Aki had to commit to the defuse there. But with that smoke in your face, I mean, Izzy had just had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's so hard when you lose that backside B area, because if the CTs are worried about both trying to enter from CT, but also that elbow area, they're kind of crossfired. It's really hard and it wastes so much time just holding those angles, trying to clear that out. So good job by the attackers there to tie things back up. It looks like we're going to be heading into a full buy round for both teams. Leaning towards A, but Bomb is still sitting in spawn.
Let's play.
Chamber pops, the op. Oh, but instantly sat down by Crafty Droid. What a shame.
And that's just going to keep the defenders where they are. An early pick. They don't want to give up anything else. Never mind.
Finds one, backs out. Not going to get greedy for a second. Evening things up here. Potential for a round here.
Crucially, that's the defender's smokes down, right? You lose the chamber on the attacking side, sure, but the defense have no way to block off chokes now.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be seeing, I think, honestly, if they flush out this KO, force them to push back, I think they might TP through showers. No. Looks like the other 2 players are heading up towards A short, so maybe it is a split on to A, the TP from showers. We'll see.
But again, the defenders, they have no reason to move. They're just going to keep 2 players posted up on either of these sites until noise is made.
Mist creeping up slowly. Does he know KO is this close? Surely uses utility to clean this out, no? Dry peeking, dry swinging. Does Boss have it in to hit this one shot? No! Falls down to Mist. Confirming the site's weaker than they thought. Clo comes
on
in.
this close angle with a judge.
But Sister finds 1, finds 2, locks down Hookah. You're not getting in here anytime soon. Mist trying to spam off, but no, just does a little bit of tickle damage. Site is secured, but at what cost? They've lost 2 players to Sister. Hunter comes out onto the bomb. Does tag Mist. May be able to finish him up, but no, left at 5 HP. Heal coming his way.
Sitster still on this flank.
6 seconds. Bomb must go down. Nice shots from Supplier. Down to Hala. Looking for a wall. Oh, no. Pull the gun out. Yes, nice shot onto Supplier.
Oh, Sitster.
Whoa, no.
We have an orb out.
She pulled the orb out at the worst time possible. Sitster finds yet another for the 3K. Is able to defuse. That is a heartbreak. I don't know if that was a misinput on the mouse, but you hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Oh, what looked like such an easy 1v1 there. The fiddling with the wall, trying to block off CT. Okay, that's one thing, right? Get Supplier. And then you pull the wall back out to try and, give yourself some space when you know that Sitster's on this site. You know that he's close.
I'd prefer to see that as a misinput. It happens to the best of us. We've all, fat-fingered a Q button before and pop her out a little early. So, hey, it happens to the best of us. But heading this round, attackers trying to even things up here.
It looks like they're going to read the site yet again, at least in terms of the numbers.
I like this a lot. Like the KO setting up for Supplier for a potential pop flash and peek. No, just dry peeks. Does find Izzy, while also the chamber falls all of a sudden down to a 5v3 right off the rip. You hate to see it.
Oh, the spam.
Joan clears out the rest of A shower, so they know they got them pinned down out of that area.
And Crafty's walking all the way out Hookah, so they know that there's nobody, at least on this short angle B.
I'll find you.
And with that clear, they know it has to be an A hit. Crafty's so deep in this line.
You will not.
Yeah, okay, res for Izzy. I like that, but oh, peeks into it. Boom button hand. Does trade out Mist and Supplier. Both fall, but Sensor finds 3. Nice shot to poor Izzy getting rest and put down once again. Here's the important thing, though. Sage does have bomb. Does she keep moving
Crafty.
in? Oh, Crafty pushes all the way in. Finds one just down to the Sage. Peeks in. Does not find. Sister confirms as 4K. And we're at 6 and 4. Defenders, team 1, pulling another round.
I mean, I didn't even realize Crafty had walked out that far. after realizing that, yeah, it had to have been an A hit. After the res comes out, I assume Crafty had to have just, walked down through the attacker spawn and got a crazy lurk onto the Raze.
Yeah, and I mean, that was just right off the bat, that round wasn't going well. 2 picks right on the down. Sedster finding 4. That man's on fire. Can we talk about Sedster on the Raze? He's had a lot of impact here of 3, 4Ks across the map and seems to have a special interest in killing Izzy over and over again.
Even has an ace under his belt.
Yeah, that man is on fire today. But let's see how they can keep the lead here as they walk into a site.
Supplier is very lit. I wonder if he took a fight in shower.
Sister does find another keep on the fire, keep on the pedal of the metal. Dart is broken, so another at least out on site now. Looking for a quick plant.
Supplier has to be careful here. He's very low.
He is, but oh yeah, you have to break the wall early. They'll know that he is somewhere close. Worried about the wraparound. Bomb goes down. Oh, nice shots from Izzy on the Akka Ninja. Looking for a second. Two. Oh no. Things are tumbling and falling. Izzy going to be caught off guard, but Hallow trades him out. But just down to the Sage. Will fall to Sidsters. Another 3K to add to his collection. This man's collecting them like they're Infinity Stones.
Yeah, he's just got them all at this point. 3K to 4K. Throw an ace in there. Another 4K. Let's kill Izzy 3 times in 1 round just because we can, right? And he's been on fire this map.
Yeah, definitely leading for this half. Last round, though, can we see an 8-4? Or is this going to be back to even up to a 7-5? Now, remember when we talked about this, the attackers have 2 Sentinels, so they're kind of maybe just hoping for the 7-5 and call that a day, and they have a better chance on defense. That could be their strategy.
Yeah, and I brought up already the flashless comp. They want, and with this comp, you want to get on site. With these 2 Sentinels, you want to have a post-plant scenario. But it's so hard when you don't have flashes going into an Astra comp. There's so many smokes and stuns and grav wells in your face. And without any way to really, push through these smokes, getting onto site and getting that plant down is really difficult.
It is quite rough. I definitely think this is definitely a more defender-oriented team. So let's see if they're maybe able to push across the line and get a 7-5. Looks like we have a tech pause here.
Yeah, the defenders, they're going to buy shorties this round. It's the last round, so. Supplier, though, the one with the op. It'll be interesting. Not very often you see the Sova with an op. I don't know if probably going to set him up on a shower line and then just try and stack the other side of the map.
I like this, too. They're putting down some Vandals in the back, Phantoms in the back just to trade out once they're ready to take a closer fight, but yeah, we're going to be waiting. I think it's cool to see that on the minimap already. We can tell that they are leaning towards B for this attacker side. So not a lot of luck on A site, to be quite frank. So maybe B is their better site. I think they've had more success on the B site. So could be, I think, a very valid point to make to, hey, we're going to go B. A's not our thing, but we got 1 more round. Let's go B.
Yeah, and it actually might look very promising. They're going to avoid the op because the op is going to be posted up on A. And I mean, maybe the defenders probably have a read. They're like, okay, maybe what if they go A again, right? So they're going to put the op on A, but that's going to give the attackers a lot more time to walk up and get set up on B because they don't have an op that's going to be staring them down as they walk up B long, which is looking to be what they try to do this round.
Yeah, I do. It's interesting how they put both recon characters on the A site. I'm wondering if they just clear out everything really quick. We've seen that Sova Dart head towards shower to clear that out really quick, and the Dart clears out A main fairly well. So if they get both those items out and they realize there's no one even close, they might start to put people back towards B expecting a large hit.
Yeah, and even with, you can see the race, I assume the race is probably going to end up going B, but if they are trying to, keep Sidster on this kind of pivot role where if anything makes noise, he can just go to the site. But the Astra and Vise on B, even though there are only 2 players, that's a very scary 2 players to be having on your site.
Yeah, and to mention Sidster, we're staring at his screen right now. He does have the ultimate ability ready to go, so we could see another kill from a Sidster.
Let's just try not to fire it at a Clove this time, okay? I know we have our gripes, and I know we all will say every time we play ranked, oh no, there's a Clove. And I feel like it's just a natural thing, right? You load into ranked, and you just see the insta-lock Clove, and you're like, okay, well, this is great. We get 4 duelists and a Clove, sure, why not? But we don't need to fire every showstopper we have at Izzy. I don't think that's really fair to Izzy after the amount of times that Sidster has just taken down this Clove this game.
Yeah, I'd say too. It's interesting to see how Sorry, we're heading to a more of a longer technical pause here, so bear with us, guys. But yeah, this round so far, let's keep talking about this game Unbind. I'm not sure. Oh wait, next map, yeah, is up on the screen here. It's Haven, which I don't know which team had picked that. So potentially, I would say maybe the attackers here on, or maybe Belarus on Haven. Maybe that was their pick, and they're just left with Bind as the option. And yeah, so will be confirmed that is what happened here. So maybe they're not as comfortable on Bind, leading to why Sitzer is kind of being able to just take control of this game, but. Haven could be a completely different matchup. So it is a BO3. Both teams need to be able to win 2 games to get it there. So I could very easily see us tied up and playing on Split as our decider map.
Oh, 100%, especially with these teams that we've talked about. They don't really have a lot of experience with each other, so if they play their best maps, it's going to be even more beneficial to them, right? Because if they're playing on a map that they're not so strong on, with a team that's not as, familiar with each other for the most part, that's even more of a hindrance to you, right? Because you don't have the team synergy, I should say, to really bring to really succeed in a map that you're not the best at, right? So I also completely see us going into Split for Game 3, especially with how these teams are playing. Like, the scoreboard might show it, but the attackers are not playing bad, right?
Yeah.
They're still playing good. It's just unlucky, right? They're on the attacker side with a double sentinel comp. It's really hard for them to get on the site, and they still have 4 rounds, right? So it's definitely not looking too dire for the attacker side. And maybe, yeah, when they get on Haven, maybe they just turn this around, right? Just sweep the whole other team. And I mean, I'm excited to see it, right?
Yeah. Speaking from the team the attackers here, sorry, Team 5, I believe. I know for sure the Sentinel players, they both will probably play the same Sentinels heading into Haven, and Chamber and Sage are so much stronger on Haven. I think they're kind of weaker on Bind, but comfort picks are comfort picks. You play what you know, right? So I do expect they'll be performing a lot better. Putting this, Chamber trip on Garage, Sage walling off B, just covering more of the map that way would probably be a better use of this comp. So I'm definitely excited to see what Haven looks like for this team.
Yeah, especially Chamber, right? We see Chamber all the time on Haven. Being able to post yourself up on, I believe it's C long.
Yeah, it's strong.
With your little pocket sentinel, or when you do get the tour de force, you have now your own op that will slow down any push. Chamber is just so much stronger on Haven. While, yes, you can get a line or 2 on Bind, which we'll probably see when they swap over to the defensive side. They'll probably put him on the B site, put him on B long, hold that space for his team so they can go stack somewhere else. Chamber is just so strong on these maps that have these long angles, and especially with Sage to ignore one side of the map, right? Throw the wall at B. Now you don't have to worry about B until that wall goes down. So it'll be really interesting to see how this double sentinel kind of evolves when we go into Haven.
Yeah, even the attacking side too, because the Chamber we've seen is like to lurks around, look for picks. They got that really good pick on the backside of CT. But here's the truth: on Haven, it's a lot easier. There's a lot more lanes to go up to. A lot of ways to sneak up on you. You can't put trips on every single angle on Haven. There's just too many. So potentially more opportunities to find those picks and try to open things up for the team more.
Yeah, and I don't know if the current defenders will be swapping up their team at all. But if they don't, that's going to give, like you said, a lot of avenues for this Chamber to walk in, find a lurk on any of these angles, especially Garage. Garage is going to be a pain if they bring the same team comp, because they have to be aware of it. They have to put someone there. As of right now, they really don't have, other than like a Vice Wall, which you're going to want to stop your sight hits. They don't really have a way to keep eyes on Garage. And Garage is so strong when you have a Chamber on your team to just lurk into the back, find easy picks, give your team so much space. I think it'll just be, if they do end up bringing this team comp, right, it could completely change for all we know. But if they do bring it, that's going to be a very good advantage that this double sentinel comp can bring.
That's true. And also, if we're saying Sitzer is the star player here, trying to be on both sides at once, like Haven's, it's a large map. It is hard to get players around. And when you rotate, you're kind of committing like, hey, I really think this is clear. I'm rotating because there's not a lot of time to get back if it happens, right? So you got to be very cautious on Haven of like overcommitting to a hit, or spreading out your players evenly and not leaving gaps. Like there's a lot more avenues for slip ups in my opinion. So it's gonna be the team that has less mistakes going to be taking away the next map.
Yeah, like the 3 site maps are always going to be so difficult because you're 5 players to 3 sites. So either you put some utility down, which if you're running a double sentinel comp, it's pretty easy to do. Or you have to just have a weak site. And if you have a weak site and you guess wrong, that's almost always going to be a round loss if you don't have the util to really fight back.
Yeah, I agree. We're going to see what happens next. So please continue to hold with us, guys, as a technical pause. But Let's talk about Split as well. So Split is such a small. It's a complete opposite of Haven.
Yeah.
Very tight, very controlled. I definitely expect to see Sister back on that raise on Split if we head to map 3. I don't know if Sister will keep the raise for Haven. Potentially, she's not too bad on that map. But I've also seen Sister on the Jet, so could bring the same firepower. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, Split having a lot more close angles. Raze is super potent on Split, especially if every once in a while you buy the Forsaken Judge. You post yourself up in vents or you post yourself up towards the heaven side. But Raze just is able to plug up so many different angles, right? All these little corners that you can hide in, a Paint Shells is going to clear out. The Boombot's going to clear out. And it's going to make Sidster looks so much like more scary. You're like Raze is already a threat in this map, right? Raze is going to be even more of a threat on Split with all of these angles, all of these little tight corners that you can get in and get out, and even a Jet, right? You can post yourself up on these one and dones and just leave with a Jet dash.
It's interesting to see too. I like how they're playing with Sister being on the race, popping off. Like he has 2 supporting players. Like he's double scan, kind of flash with the KO, right? So there's a lot of util kind of like working with the team to like be this cohesive unit, right? So that cooperation is very important. And so I think we're getting close to ending this technical pause. So bear with us and thank you guys for waiting. But yeah, we're gonna get back into this next half after this next round, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the Sentinel comp. I'm very excited to see how maybe the map just gets flipped on its head, right?
Yeah.
You have a double Sentinel comp. That is a threat. Even without flashes, a double Sentinel with a smoke, that is a threat. And if you don't have, I mean, they have 2 initiators, right? They definitely have the tools to get onto site, but it's gonna take so much time for them to actually, break through this chokehold that is the double Sentinel comp, that the map is a lot closer than it looks.
Yeah, it's very true. Heading back into the match here, it looks like things are going. Rounds already started here on A site. Or sorry, heading up towards B. Last time for attackers to get something on the board.
Look at the amount of util that's posted up into Hookah. There's 2 Astra Stars and what looks like a Vice Wall. But a Showstopper is going to come out.
Doesn't find anything, though. Akinen's able to dodge. Nade comes out, but sight is fairly in the hands of the attackers here. Good start to this round so far. CT is already being swarmed with defenders trying to take some land back.
And this is, the Steel Guardian.
Here comes the ult from the Vice. All the guns getting denied here.
It's
Opportunity abrupt. Sitzer coming out. Does find, but gets traded back out. They're not going so bad for these attackers here. Missed, but falls down. We're at an 8-4 half.
Sidster with another 3K, just continuously getting these 3Ks. The Paint Shells unfortunately landing, hitting Izzy. Another death to Izzy by Sidster. And it just crumbled from there. And now we've swapped sides, right? So we have the double Sentinel comp that we've been talking about. Now in the hands of the defenders, you have the smokes to plug up these chokes. The Fade able to give a little bit of util. They don't have as much util as this double initiator comp. And now I honestly think that both comps are kind of on their comfort sides. You have the Raze, you have a double initiator, and you have a Vice who's definitely a more aggressive Sentinel. You can use your Razor Vines, to plug up different chokes. You can use your Sheer Wall to deny, flanks, but it looks like we're already going to get aggressive as Izzy tries to take a fight with 3 players and has to back out. And it looks like the attackers are going to try and split the A site after this util goes away, but there's a flank coming in from the defenders as the Fade tries to walk up around the back, and it might be a very lethal backstab as Mist sees 2. Oh, but Supplier turns around, able to pick up the trade. As a commit to the site is going out, trades across the board. 3 players left for the attackers as 2 players are left for the defenders. Izzy, left with a sliver of HP as Supplier, is going to bring the spike over to B. That's a second TP, but the defenders are already on the way. Chamber has to rotate, but there's so much util in his face. He's going to put his TP down. He has to go into an engage here as Izzy picks up the late lurk, but is left with 1 HP against Crafty as a 1v2 post plant. As I miss her, lands 1. Tries to push up a little bit further, but Supplier does not know where this chamber is. Now has awareness, has a ghost. 1 shot to the head should be all it needs to end the round. But the chamber is going to pick up the kill, and that's going to be round number 5. Going out for the defenders.
This is exactly what we want to see here with the defenders finally catching some rounds here. And this is what we're talking about. Like, this could be the comeback that they are looking for with this double Sentinel comp.
Yeah, it looked pretty scary for the defenders there. They lost most of their players, were put down into a 2v3. But then Izzy able to pick up the late rotate and equalize the round to a 2v2. And then I missed it with just great shots, able to pick up the one in hookah and then just win the 1v1 on site.
Looks like defenders are trying to save some money. Looks like Chambers playing the Headhunter and tosses the Ghost over to Mist. I like this from Canyon here, holding the Judge, ready to hold things down and fight on business. But looks like everyone's heading mainly towards showers. Good wall. Gonna stall him off and force him to make some noise here.
Yeah, especially with only pistols. It's going to take a little bit to break through this wall. And they're going to know that there's multiple players here.
Defenders ready for it, though. They got 4 players. Nice slow orb. I like that a lot. Going to keep stalling for more and more time. Chambers still holding down B with the tripwire. Able to hold every single angle, allowing for 4 on A site to defend.
Yeah, and Izzy on this Overwatch in heaven with a Bulldog.
Looks like they're peeling back out. I think maybe heading towards a split, but they're going to have this fight with the Judge, and they got to get something out of here.
Oh, but Crafty is walking into a dangerous situation here.
Falls down to the chamber. Lurker off the playing field now. They got to decide, are we hitting this? Or are we going to wait? Nope, Hala finds one. Supplier takes a fall, finds one, but Sister silences back and finds the pick. Nice slow orb, but Sister on a nice angle there. Oh, gets almost caught off guard, but Abby Boss finds Izzy in the meantime. A nice spray, but no Abby
out of
Boss.
ammo.
No. What is happening? Sheriff Shops ring out, and at the end of it, down to a 2v1, but both attackers quite low on HP.
Yeah, and I think Sidster now has the Judge, so she's going to want to play a closer angle.
This is about an even fight, in my opinion. Both players low, but there are 2 of them. Have to make do here. Chamber looking around, is falling to the worst timing of all time. Don't turn this corner, please. Oh!
One shot.
Sidster finds 3, 9, and 5. Team 1 going absolutely up the walls. Doing a great job there. The Judge falling to the hands from one raise to the other just sealed the deal.
Yeah, just give a taste of your own medicine, right? You killed my teammate. You know what? Fine, whatever. I'll pick it up. I'll hold this post plant, and I'll take down your teammate. And that's going to give us a 9-5.
Yeah, the Sheriff Shops really won the round. The fact that they found so many crisp shots onto the defenders, allowing them to find that Judge and keep moving on site and get things rolling. And yes, the Chamber found the Lurker, but man, we got to be able to stop that hit on A, no?
Yeah, and it's a little unlucky. Hallelujah ran out of rounds in the Spectre. And unfortunately had to reload in the face of a Sheriff, but
Mist here
definitely
looking for
unlucky.
2. Tags 1, spots at least 1 there as well.
All the defenders have to be aware.
Yeah, nade coming out, flash coming out from KO. Looks like they're not hitting quite yet, but they're definitely ready for it. Dart comes out. Mist ready for it, but doesn't see Sister come on
Full
out.
blind.
Taken out. Izzy does find Sister as a revenge kill, but falls quickly to Supplier. Chamber finds Abby Boss, and all of a sudden, Bomb is going down.
Yeah, Chamber has to leave. He does have the Tour de Force in his hand, though.
It's like a 3-on-3? Yes, 3-on-3. Tour de Force holding down the angles. Flies in, does find
Canyon.
Akininja, but another one falls out instead. Supplier's on for 4. 12 HP. Chamber left to pick up the scraps of this team falling apart, but it's up to Crafty Joy to put him in his place here. Could be caught very easily on a timing. Nice smoke from the Clove, but might allow for some timing to walk out of the smoke.
Oh, Supplier.
Move, Supplier going for 5
he
saves
gets
from
it.
Supplier, shutting down these attackers, leaving them no space and no hope.
There's going to be 2 aces for the attackers.
Yeah,
One on Sidster, now one on Supplier.
Team 1 really should be called Team 5 with the amount of 5Ks they are getting on this map. They are just showing up and putting down numbers.
Yeah, and being able to pick up that many kills was so low HP. Just great plays from Supplier. And Crafty, great awareness, not peeking out too much, not getting taken down by the Tour de Force. If he would have fallen, it would have put so much more pressure on Supplier and might have lost them the round.
Early fight here in Showers, 2-on-2. Hala peeking with the Phantom. Here's the spam from Akininja.
Need that back.
Sova walking so courageously with the bomb up short.
Right there.
He gets picked out and bomb gets dropped. This could be in a bad spot.
Right there.
The attackers are playing so
Crafty
quietly.
finds a nice, clean, crisp shot onto Chamber, shutting down any hope of holding long there, but is going to back off and head towards A. Things come out. Izzy silenced. Kenny does find one, but is traded back out by Sitster, looking for another hottie for it, but no, Hala shuts him down. No more 3Ks for you, mister. Izzy finds one more, holding defense strong, but finds a shot taken back from Supplier. TP comes over. Gonna be up to Mist here on the 1v2 while teammates rotate on over. Playing inside box, might find a timing as they drop down here, but no, Crafty finds him. Puts Mist into the ground, up to the Sage. Hala in the 1v2. Hunter, the ult is available for him as well. Taken down. Supplier having a good couple rounds.
Yeah, just great shots from the attackers there. Just winning their 1v1s, really. I mean, Sitster did lose the 1v1 to the Sage coming around swinging showers, but the rest of the team, just great just gunplay, right? I'm just able to take down player after player, and then they had a man advantage onto the site.
Yeah, I mean, this was, definitely determined by just a lot of mechanical skill right there. This is nice shots really lead to big opportunities for their team, especially in a more of a fun, lighthearted place like this. You're not finding as much of the utility coordination, so you really got to kind of rely on this just raw aim fight sometimes, and that's exactly what Chamber's looking for right here on the showers.
Yeah, he does have his TP ready.
Headhunter in hand, does get taken out by Akininja, unfortunately. Supplier will spot out the raise.
Yeah, Canyon wants to play this close angle. Only has a stinger.
This round is so needed, but no. Misses the satchel, I think, was going for the TP there. Crafty takes him out. Zizzy has to back up. Nice dart confirming no one close. Oh, but Izzy able to peek and find one. Pops the heal. Is going for maybe seconds. Nice dart scan. Can't make anything out of it just yet. Falls over from Sitster.
And the smoke disappears at the perfect time.
It's all down to Mist to make this not match point. Takes a fight, but not the right weapon for a long-range fight. 12-5. Team 1 looking absolutely dominant.
Yeah, they may have lost the pistol, but after that, they have just been showing up, winning these aim duels, just taking over the site so quickly, right? They play a little bit quietly at the start, but then once they hit a site, they go hard. And even if you have a Sentinel here, when there's so much util and just so many players funneling in, even with a Sentinel, it's still hard to plug up.
Yeah, I think Team 5 definitely needs something to get going here. So I like this Chamber opposition, getting something off guard. Mist taking a fight really early, trying to get any sort of advantage, but cannot fall here. Would give up too much space. Heading in fast. KO ult comes out. Silence is off. I think the Raze ult on the other team.
They have to go now. The rotates are already on the way. If they're going to commit, they have to fully do it.
Wow, opting to back out. I can't tell if they're deciding to hit this or not, but they're just sitting in hookah and everyone's rotated over. Looks like they are because they're splitting it, but Op is now in play here from CT side. And smokes, I think, were used. Oh, Cannon, but I think he baited perfectly for... No! Yes! He does find... Mist finds his one off the back of that... Kind of that bait play there. Has to not fall to Akininja, but does! And 2 fall for the defenders.
They're all stuck CT. The res does go out, though.
But here's the issue. Bomb goes down. Time is ticking, and Silva has his ult.
But there's a cosmic divide in the face of the defenders.
Ooh, I really like this play from Supplier. Trying to catch someone off guard. Raze ult gets popped.
Oh, Sitster.
Holding just for time. I love the play. They know they're playing for time. Supplier finds one. Izzy does answer back on Sitster, but still has the ultimate in hand to deny this. And I think also one more star. Yeah, a pull comes out. Playing.
Oh, they are aware. Supplier's here.
They have to push in, but Supplier finds 3. All down. A fall. Team 1 takes it 13-5 in a decisive victory.
Oh, an amazing concuss from Akininja there. Gives just an unwinnable fight. You're in a 1v2 concussed. Just great plays.
Take a look at this scoreboard fly.
Sitster.
33-10. That man has a 3.3 KD. Insanity. That man is on fire and feeling it. And man, team 1 is just really on top of it right now. Team 5 is going to have to try to find some sort of answer for this team. Is it finding what site Sitster's on and switching sites? Or, I'm not sure, but they got to find something to work. Now, even while Izzy dying quite a lot to Sitster, Izzy was on the top of the leaderboard for the team. So interesting to see how that dynamics are there. Yeah, man, just what a dominant performance.
Yeah, it was definitely kind of like Sitster was oppressive that game. Anywhere Sitster was, it felt like they had almost a 100% chance of winning, right?
Yeah, take a look at also the first bloods here. I want to point that out. Crafty and Sitzer, between the two of them, have 10 first bloods. That's more. I mean, the other team had what, 3 total first bloods?
Yep.
That's a huge indicator of like, hey, if we get the first pick, like that's so much of the odds go back in your favor of winning that round. It's just so important not to give that pick, but also be confident to take those fights and to find those picks too.
Yeah, especially when you have this team that seemed very confident, right? They wanted to take these fights, and they did so, right? Even Crafty, like you're a Sentinel. You don't expect Crafty to just swing out, but he did, and he was able to pick up a lot of good kills, especially there at the last round. Swung around. He did get taken down by a trade from Mist, but still swinging out with an Odin. That's completely unexpected.
Yeah, I definitely think I don't mind the double Sentinel comp, but they were really hindered by not having flashes there. Just the fact that they get smoked off, walled off, and they gotta just like walk out.
Yeah.
There's like not much to play with there. So I'm curious if they'll change up their comp for Haven. Maybe adding in, I don't even know, like is Sky even played anymore? But I think Sky and Haven, you know, maybe a Gecko mirroring the KO. KO's not bad on that map either, but I think they need to really introduce some flashes in this team.
Yeah, maybe even just like a breach or something like that, right? You have the fault line. You could set up your team on either of these angles, and then you have those flashes in your pocket if you need to. I think that a breach is probably going to be the best option for them, especially if they do want to really fight heavily, because this is an aggressive team, right? Team 5 is going up against a very aggressive team, and if they want to win up against an aggressive team, they need ways to slow them down, and they're going to need some concusses or something like that to plug up chokes, to stop these aggressive hits, and really just put something on Sitzer, right?
Yeah,
like
put a damper on his team right there. I agree. Now here's the question: we're in Boilerfrag, right? A lot of these players are new, some are veterans. You know, we're at people of all sorts of skill ranges. So, question is, can anyone really even play breach on that team, right? Like, I'm assuming they'll want their stronger players on some more frag potential roles, like Sister on the Rays, but do they really have someone who can play that breach pretty confidently, or is it better to stick to those picks that you know well enough to where you're not super worried about trying to figure out new utility and stuff like that, to where you're playing more comfortably, you can find more shots? Because I tell you from experience, from being an IGL on a team, like you need to be comfortable in the role you're at to like really be focused on that versus like trying to figure out new kit on the fly or new play a role you're not really used to, right? So I don't know how much flexibility there was in that comp, but I'm curious to see what they kind of answer back with, because they got to change something up.
Oh, 100%, especially with, you know, the change that's going to be coming through, right? They have their map pick coming up. They might have something cooking for us. We have no idea, right? They could be changing their team comp for all we know, but from the picks we saw on the first map, that definitely looked like a comfort pick comp. But
yeah, heading into Haven here, looking at the screen selection here, I have some interesting things on screen. There's the sky. It is there. I like this mix up from Team 5 here, pulling out some more I think that Reyna is definitely a comfort pick. Izzy was on the top frag, so pulling out the Reyna, pulling out the Sky, pulling out some more comfort picks here. I think that, I mean, call me crazy, that could be the answer. Maybe they just weren't comfortable in the comp they were running because it wasn't the map they were trying to look at. But looking at Sitzer's team 1 here, I quite like this comp. Again, the double initiative that we're used to running. Akinij just still on the Astra. Crafty switching off the Vise onto the Cypher, which I think on this map is preferred. Ooh, locking in the Yoru from Izzy. The confidence to lock it in nice and tight. Now, Mist also does play Omen quite a lot, so he's kind of switching off the Fade onto the Omen. I've seen him do it before. Could be the mix-up they need. And yeah, every role just switched here. I really like this. Yeah, Sage is on the Sky, Fade's on the Omen, Chamber on the Reyna, the Clove on the. This is exactly what we talked about, right? A complete and total mix-up, right? I love this. I love the fact that, hey, this didn't work. We're going to throw things on the wall and make this work for our team.
And especially, we were just talking about the flashless comp. Holy flashes on Team 5. Yoru flashes, Sky flashes, you have an Omen Paranoia, and you have Reyna Leers. That is that is a boatload of flashes.
Yeah, I don't know if they're watching the stream right now, but they definitely heard something of our conversation here in the booth. But yeah, I'm excited. This will be a much flashier team comp, and not just like the fact that there are flashes, but more explosive. I think the first team, as the Team 5 was looking for any opportunity, they kept lurking and kept playing defaults. But this is the kind of comp that, like, hey, we're hitting A, we're hitting it so hard. Try and stop us if you can, right? Complete mix-up of characterization.
Yeah, like you have to turn away from the Reyna eyes, or you have to shoot the Reyna eyes. And then you have other flashes to follow it up. And you don't just have a couple of flashes to follow it up. You have every flash to follow it up. You can Omen Paranoia down a line. You can Reyna flash out a choke. Then you can just throw your flashes backside. You can throw Sky flashes backside. You can flash the entire site if you wanted to. And anyone on site is going to be completely blind.
I like this too because it kind of gives every single person the opportunity to work for their own plays too. Everyone has a flash. They're like, hey, he's going to flash me in. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep moving on, right? So we'll see how this plays out here as they're heading towards a C hit for Team 5. Early aggression going to be all down to Akaninja to get anything going here. Akaninja does pop the smoke, but is going to be TP'd upon in the back side. Does help, some help from Sky, but Izzy in the back trying to peel, but no, takes down by Supplier, but Canyon finds 1, Mr. finds 2.
That's going to be the heal up. Pretty much like no damage taken.
Yeah, this is a really solid aggression attack. I like this changeup a lot. Sister looking for something, gets caught off by 2, taken out, and now it's a 2v4, and all of a sudden, Team 5 looking like a brand new team. Boss does find Hala, but Miss finds Crafty, all down to Boss. Taken out by the Reyna. All of a sudden, Ice don't even see an old Team 5. This is a brand new team. This is not the team we saw on Bind at all.
They completely took over that site. They had every piece of util, and they just dumped it. Anyone who was standing on site immediately was taken out, and then you had I Miss Her with the Reyna heal, so it was like the fight never happened. And then once they had the site, they had complete control, and everyone had to funnel in to these just a 4-man stack on site within the first 20 seconds.
Yeah, I can definitely tell these are definitely more comfortable picks. I think they'd maybe try to do some sort of interesting comp last time, but man, they're like, just, hey, pick your agent. We're going to go and be comfortable. And they're not done with the C side. They're heading straight back in with better weapons. Supplier playing close, trying to get something moving here. Fake is spotted out. Izzy finds the fight on the Supplier. All of a sudden, just down to Sinster and the Astra trying to get anything, but they're getting mowed down.
Here come the flashes. A Paranoia and a Lear coming in.
So clean. Team 5 wipes out 3. Bomb is down, up to just 2 defenders with pistols to make anything work. Mist finds another on Boss, and wow, 2 quick rounds telling him, hey, we're not here to play. We're changing things up, and we're not the same team you just fought us on with the 13-5. Like, this is a team that you're going to be on the 5, we're going to be on the 13. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, that was just a flawless round. And they're going to go into this bonus, full guns, just full util. Everything in the kitchen sink is about to be thrown. And it looks like they're still not done. It looks like they're going to split it this time.
Yeah, I love this too. And here's the thing. If they can successfully pull this off one more time and really force the guns back onto their side, like we could see a complete reversal of the sweep, right?
Especially since all of the util is on A. They really want them to go A, but they're not doing it.
Reyna has the rifle, finds Akaninja through the wall, running up so confidently. But gun is not out. Supplier will fire back, but this is really good for Sir Izzy. Putting a TP like the flash, coming in back, but Supplier able to actually take Izzy out, holding down the fort.
Just a Spectre. It's a little unfortunate. You're still on that bonus round, but Canyon.
Canyon all the way up, finds the pick on the Crafty, does see one up mid. No, it's probably a B hit here, so they're rotating him back over.
But Omen's already onto the site. Missed.
Missed. Finds a great angle. Gets spotted out, but the Paranoia is clean. Finds one. Forces a backup from Sky. And all of a sudden, this looks like a 0-3 that's going to be in the making here. Supplier up to the 1v3 to get anything going across. It doesn't have a lot of health to work with here. Smoke will cut him off as well. Not sure how much utility he has. He does have one flash. Pops it. Going in deep and fast and hard.
Himself.
But Miss spraying through the wall. Finds Supplier. Finds 3. And we are on 3-0 Team 5. Changing the pace, gripping the wheel, and steering us to 3-0.
You want to talk about a generational switch up. This might be the craziest switch up I haven't even seen this type of switch up in professional matches. This is like a new team left, showed up, and they have every hatch battened down, right? Everything.
Yeah, I
is
love
just,
to see, and I love how their confidence wasn't washed away by the last map. Like they look confident. I don't care. I don't know what they're saying back there, but hey, yeah, 13-5 happens, right? We're down a lot of rounds, but this is our map. We are bringing this in, and we are resetting our mental and getting this going across the field. Mist here walking in, clearing out angles. Sister peeks it, does find Mist, though. So wide
just
swung.
a stinger.
Could be the stopping plug for leaking rounds here. Trying to deny the 0-4, but not a lot of guns to work with here. Couple stingers, couple sheriffs. Scan catches out nothing.
Yeah, Hallelujah doesn't want to give up this rifle. Gonna stick around a little bit.
Does have a Phantom. Is he trying to find something fake? Gate crash. Gonna be backing up and joining the team. Looks like they're heading towards B. But there are 2 players waiting. Sister gets caught out by Misser. Watches in. Sees another player. Boss misses as well.
Oh my
Finds
gosh!
3. Nice shots. Canyon finds Crafty and is all of a sudden just down to Supplier. Misser feeling confident and ready.
Spike planted.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice shot from Supplier. At least takes 1 down to the grave with him.
Here comes the dog.
Shooting like at the range here, shooting shot putts. Izzy playing the sneaky angle. I like
Oh,
this.
blinds himself again.
Supplier seems to be aware, but no, finally turns. Izzy does find a timing and takes out Supplier. And man, I mean, for a couple of good shots there from Supplier, but man, we're still at 4-0 and things are rolling and this Reyna is heating up.
Yeah, the flick to go from someone completely to your right side to looking back at C and immediately taking down another player, it just oozes confidence, right?
Yeah. So this player, the Reyna player, I think his name is Will. Wasn't showing super great on that chamber last round, but man, turn that frown upside down, is being confident now and finding his shots on Reyna.
And it's paying off. It's paying dividends. That is 4 rounds straight of just straight elims.
Oh no, looks like they stacked in the eco round, but they stacked the wrong site. Sprinting now towards A to reclaim any space that they can. Smokes will come out to deny, and I think they're gonna have to respect them. Boombot comes out, but yeah, they're gonna have to wait. Wait, does Omen stick that? No. Cancels back out, does find the one in heaven. On site, Izzy just TP's right in, finds Sitster. What bravery. Nice flash though, Izzy will fall from Supplier. Mr. rounding around the corner, finds one, Mist takes another one out as well.
The dismiss
Crafty
out.
fighting. Ninja finds 2!
Player standing.
All of a sudden down to Droid, and all of a sudden what seemed unwinnable as sight was given up is now potentially winnable. Crafty heading his way up to heaven to look for a single pick is all he needs. Finds Canyon up to Misser, but only with 35 HP versus this Odin.
Yeah, Mr. doesn't want to make any noise just yet. If Crafty drops, then maybe a swing will come out. But until then, just has to sit here and wait. Time is on the attacker's side here.
Question marks for both players, wondering how far up they could have crept. Have to check every corner. Crafty going loud. Misser backing up all the way to play some time. Doesn't want to take a fight too early because low HP.
Just pushing him off of it here.
Oh, Crafty finds.
Is there enough time?
I think enough time.
There's
no,
not enough time.
There's not enough time. Bombs going off. We're at 0-5 for Team 5.
Just a great play from Mr. to back off, wait the timeout, didn't have to commit to anything there, just wait for the spike to go down a little bit more, and then just push him off. That's all you had to do.
Yeah.
You didn't have to get the kill there, just push him off so there's not enough time for him to stick the defuse.
Now, to be completely fair to Team 1, they were on an eco buy there of some sorts, and they did stack the wrong site. They made something out of it, but yeah, Team 5 is still dominant, and not a single round has been lost to Team 1.
And it looks like they're going to go back to another mid hit. They've been hitting mid a lot this game. Maybe it's part of their game plan, just kind of force rotates from the defenders.
Let's play.
Tour de Force gets popped.
They want this. They want this C long angle so bad. Crafty, is that an Ares in your hand?
Dog spots 2. A lot of information given. Now, do they suspect the 3rd player? Yeah, Sky's arm is seen by Canyon.
Yeah, Crafty has an Ares in this corner.
Dog should see at least 1 or 2. Sees this guy. Nice shot from Canyon on Ninja, opening up the site here. But do they know? The trips are here. Oh my gosh, as he finds Crafty. Oh no, everything is falling. Caught out with hands in the air. Supplier takes down the doppelganger. We're all down to just a 3-on-3, but attacker is feeling so ever so confident. Oh, 3-on-4, apologies.
Oh, now they're going to know that these 2 players are here.
Supplier does find 1 though, but is canceled back out by the pick onto Abby. Sister finds Izzy.
They know where these players are. They know where the last one has to be.
But it's just Supplier, and he's got to walk out of the smoke. Does find some tags onto Mist. But
That's
no,
just
Mist
sprayed.
fires back, and man, 6 rounds in a row. What is happening? What world are we living in?
This just feels like they don't have a Sentinel at all. Well, they have a Sentinel, but they have so many flashes that they've just overwhelmed the site. There's flashes everywhere. There's TPs. You have Omen and you have Yor, and then if Reyna gets a kill, you have that dismiss. So it's so hard to lock down any of the players on this team. And when you have your chamber playing a little far back to hold angles and protect these players that are going in. What do you do here?
Izzy popping out the ultimate clearing site. We'll spot out the Astra back site. Ninja has to either peel or just force a fight. Looks like she's sticking around. Finds Miss, though, making trouble for these attackers. Will fall. Sister will follow, excuse me. Nice crossfire, but Supplier does find Miss her. Attackers have sight, but at what cost? Crafty finds another. It's going to be a 3v2 retake if Bomb can get down. Drone is nice and solid. Spots out the sky. Dart as well. A lot of info given. Nice spam from Supplier down to Izzy. Finds the first. Ooh, TP's back out. Now here's the issue. Spike is still sitting firmly on C. But Izzy might play the long game. Does Izzy go around all the way to CT? Through the garage? Still back in long? Question mark starting to form the player's head for the defenders here.
Yeah, they're holding these far back.
Oh, I love this. I love this so much. Oh, the lane info gathering will be spotted out. Has to get fight, but does find Boss. TP back
Still
in
has
the
both
hands.
flashes.
Wonderful flash. Izzy finds 3, securing the round. No rounds for T1. If you want them, you gotta earn them.
Oh my goodness.
But are we living in the Twilight Zone? What is happening?
Just confidence. Even with the neural theft knows that you have to make a play there. You cannot give them the information and then just like back off.
I think it honestly might have worked against them because they turned to look at, there Izzy is. As soon as they turn, the flash pops out, right? That's so strong.
Still has both flashes, so even if the first one misses, you still have a second flash to swing off of. And it's just that confidence, just knowing you're in a 1v2, don't care. I'm still going to swing you. I'm still going to win my 1v1s.
Yeah, I mean, defenders have to... Ooh, nice pick from Supplier, taking out the other Sky. I like to see it, and this is what they need to get something going here. They are on an eco buy, but anything's possible, really.
And even though you've taken down the Sky, what you've taken down a little bit of info gathering, but you haven't taken down very many of the flashes. So... this team still has the ability to push into any of these sites if they so choose.
Yeah, I want you to notice, too, I like how they're defaulting from the attacker side here because they know that these players are probably grouped up on an eco buy. So they're trying to figure out where everyone's at, not make any mistakes. Find Supplier. Sister just find Miss, though. But number stealth.
Oh, the clone might have worked against them there.
What a nice shot. Izzy will take revenge on the boss, but nice shot so far. All of a sudden, this is looking somewhat winnable.
Crafty tries to do his best, but Clash.
Ooh, Ninja on fire, and T1 gets their first round on the board on a thrifty.
Yeah, their shots were just immaculate with the Sheriffs. The early pick onto Hallelujah, and then another pick from Ninja. Crafty tried to take down Izzy with just a classic, did a little bit of damage, but then just great gunplay, even on an eco round. Just able to land your shots, take away these guns, and while, yeah, they still have a crazy economy, right? 7 round wins. They have max money probably on every single player. That's a start.
Yeah, it looks like they are like, yeah, that default did not work. It's the only round we lost, so we're going back to just hitting on sites. Let's go.
But the Cypher has finally swapped all of the util this time onto the seaside.
Izzy finds Supplier down the droid, but no, droid down to the ground instead. All of a sudden, sight is just taken cleanly, and we're back to looking at a dominant performance by T5.
Yeah, giving the chamber the operator there.
Popping the ult too, just to confirm the last 3 players.
But what if it was real? Oh, a great swing. Oh, the double swing.
Ninja still finds one, even on low HP, making things turn the tide of this fight. Now, Sister has the rocket. Could make use of this. Yes, does. Pushes back in, looking for some stars. Izzy will fall. Sister finds Miss. All of a sudden, things are working. Oh, but Hala swings around, finds 2, says, no, we are not going down so easily. Ninja has to stick this, but has like no HP. Oh, but it's up. It's up.
Wait, he got off of it.
Just stick. Oh my, what is happening? Canyon will find Ninja. I almost thought for a second. Just for a second, you stick it.
They will make mistakes.
I mean, you don't know if this chamber is pushing up or not, so you have to gamble there, right? And unfortunately, it was a gamble that they lost, but still, that was a great fight back onto the site.
Yeah, I thought for sure that 5v5 retake was going to be almost impossible, but it seemed very likely once they start getting the picks rolling in there. Showing some signs of life from T1, but man, Team 5. They've only lost 1 round, and they're not looking like they're slowing it anytime soon. I like this. They've never hit A site. At least I don't think so.
They have not hit A site.
Yeah, hitting into A site here. Dogging through short. I like this a lot. Playing it nice and cool. Ooh, Supplier trying to get fancy, push out for some information, but taken down by the lurking Reyna. Just like my comp games.
The Sheriff shot that worked the first time does not work twice. Again, fool me once, shame on you. But now the map has gone so quiet. But Canyon still has an op. If Crafty swings this at all.
He knows someone's jump spot. I wonder if he gets... Oh! Shot and a miss. Now they know. Things are happening here. Yeah, Izzy will spot out all these players. Silva scrambling. Taken out.
There's still an LMG sitting up top. So Spam could land at least some good damage onto these players. Just does not know where to shoot.
Spraying and praying will find nothing here.
Now Canyon has such a great angle.
Crafty falls. Nice shot from Canyon. Donda just ninja shoots the head, but is the fake head of the Yoru. And Izzy and Miz clean things up. We're looking at 1 and 9.
I don't even think they lost a single player on that entire site hit.
Now, I think at this point, if you're T1, you're like, man, like none of this is working. So are we back to just gambling sites? Or like, I don't know how we stop this. Stop the bleeding.
Yeah, there's just, it's an unstoppable force, really. They can just ball up and just dump util wherever they want. And yeah, like, what do you do?
Here's the hard thing about it. They're playing Cypher, right? And they have 2 people on the other team that can just teleport right on past those trips and make confusion and chaos happen. And you can't confirm your trips are always going to be true to you because people can be past them. Izzy finds Sitster. The star player falls, and all of a sudden, I'm thinking this is going to be a 10-1 round.
Yeah, but Supplier is on an angle he's never been at before. All the way in the backside of B. Might be able to pick up at least 1 kill.
But they know. Okay, defines miss. Finds Izzy. Supplier being the linchpin in this plan. And Hala caught out with a bird in hand.
Hala is stuck on B alone.
Supplier's on for 3, gripping some life. CPR to his team. Please, 3K. Let us win this round. But Misser has the Empress online and is seeking blood. Supplier pops the ult, looking for information. Op is confirmed to be near window. But Misser finds his first. TP's finds Supplier sitting in the corner. No, doesn't. Finds 2.
And it's gone. In and out. Spike is now on to C.
Kenny going to be backing up here to try to get to C site to play. Looks like in garage here.
These are the 2 players you do not want to be alive when you have a post plant. No smokes for the defenders, and you have an operator and Misser with an Empress still active.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough one for sure, especially with no smokes for the operator. It's going to be free range. Also planted so deep on site. There is no way you can tap and get to cover very easily.
And Supplier is also out of flashes, so there's no way to push Canyon off this angle.
Misser on for 3. Up to Supplier to find the ace for this round. Does find 4. Down 1v1. Has the worst gun. Misses the shot. Taps the bomb. Waiting for the peek. Oh my gosh, Supplier! Ace on the field! Says no more bleeding. We're at 2 and 9. What an incredible shot. Taps it. Patiently waits for the peek. Does find the shot. Supplier, anything he can to get this round across. He has to do it all himself, but he does.
And that is perfect plays from Supplier. Stuck in the backside of B. Takes down the first one and flicks so fast to the Yoru TP. And is just able to keep getting 1v1s and just with immaculate aim, just able to take down every single player that comes his way.
Yeah, Team 5 finally feeling a little bit of pain here. Heading back to their tried and true on C site. Sidster ready for someone to peek him. Misser will give him the opportunity and take the challenge and lose. Sidster taps the Yoru fake. TP should confirm someone's near, but Akininja has Sidster's back. Heals him back up to full.
Yeah, the healing with the regen shield. It's like Sidster never took a fight.
Do they know Miss is so
close?
Yes, they do. Supplier finds Miss, and everyone's pinged out. Gun out of hand, and wow. Supplier finds Hal, and all of a sudden, I think this would be an easy 3-9. Down to just the chamber. Canyon here has to make a miracle happen. Oh, eats the bomb, and Supplier finds 3. This man has found 8 kills in 2 rounds.
He is looking like Sidster from last game with just the amount of just head taps he's been doing, it's just every single player that comes his way is just gone immediately. But now,
maybe attack
3-9 curse.
Yeah, 3-9 curse. Maybe the attackers are more comfortable on the side. But to be fair, it was not their map, so they did pick the side. But maybe, hey, we want our more advantageous side to be our second half. So maybe this could be what they need. They do have a lot of initiating power on these attacks.
Yeah, I do like the defensive comp, but I feel like it's not as strong anywhere close to as strong as it was on attack. You have four players who have flashes, and you have omen smokes. And once those omen smokes are gone, yeah, they recharge. What you have to just play retake. I feel like this team is so strong on a retake, but a little less strong than maybe Team 1's was at holding a site.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And looks like attackers, Team 1, down but not out, going to be grouping up towards the A site. Now, curious how they the defenders here have actually stacked their players. Looks like Chamber is looking for maybe an early pickup garage or just playing close with a shorty. Can't quite tell, but going to be holding down to C. I don't see a trip from Chamber on the map. Do you?
I do not. I think that he might end up putting it in garage. We talked about garage being a pain point, at least for the defenders who are now the attackers. It's still a pain point no matter what side you're on. So I think that this trademark is going to be a great piece of info, prevent people from leaking into garage, and that'll give Chamber a little bit more peace of mind knowing that he can hold this C long line without being backstabbed.
I agree, but here's the thing. Why is the teleport? Okay, never mind. He picks up the teleporter. My point is null. But yes, probably tripping there.
Oh,
TP
he might want to fight this.
I think he is going to try to fight something, get an early pick, and be aggressive. And also, yeah, no, they're fighting from mid. Look at this positioning. Omen's probably going to smoke window, while Reyna and Chamber come on out, TP ready, maybe flash in hand, and take mid control.
Yeah, but I think that might end going A. But they're not putting all their players towards the A site. I assume maybe when the pause, gets lifted, we'll probably end up seeing all 5 players probably end up going A, maybe put one person in mid just to kind of hold for the flank, because the Cypher trip can do something, but when you highlighted it during the first half, so many players that can TP past these trips, they're not going to be able to give you as much of information as you would if you just put a player there.
Yeah, it's not as much of a tight security lock as you'd like it to be holding your flank there.
And we are on a pause. We do wonder maybe something's bugging on the client side or something like that.
Yeah, I can't quite tell, but what I can tell you is I think we're definitely going to game 3. I don't want to jinx it for Team 5, but they've looked quite dominant, and all they need is 4 more rounds. 4 more rounds, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think we're going to see split. I think it's very likely.
It'll be even more exciting to see split because it was neither of their map picks. And again, these are not teams that have been with each other for long enough to really kind of, get the cohesion that you would see from a more professional team, like a college team, or maybe even intramural teams, right? These are teams that were just kind of like put together. They just met each other the other day. So split is honestly, I'm excited for it because to me, I think it'll be just an all-out brawl.
Defender scaling down mid, quietly looking for anything here. Going to be up to Izzy to find 1 or 2. TP's out, doesn't want to get picked off too early, but down to just Sky on the site, taking in a lot of utility. Opts it back full layout for a 5v5 retake. Bomb goes down. Izzy almost jumps out the window, does jump out. Nice blind, finds 1, gets taken out, but starts the fight. Active Ninja finds 1 as well. People are falling left and right, but attackers in the driver's seat. Boss finds 3, Sister finds 1, and T1 is saying, hey, you might have gotten 9. It's our turn.
And a great Astra smoke. Even with these flashes on this comp, they used all of them to push out of this B, and it prevented them from pushing out after that smoke was in their face, and Boss just able to just pick them off one by one as they started funneling out of the smoke.
Yeah, that Omen paranoia is so strong in the retake. I mean, you can't deny it, you can't look away. You just get nearsighted, and that allows Izzy to drop down and find a pick, get traded, and keep the ball rolling, right? Keep them on their toes. Again, another aggression from mid. From the defender side, but just another A hit.
Yeah, if the attackers go fast, this B aggression means nothing.
You're going to be contested, finds the dog, TP's out, opts to not try to give any sort of trade value. But
miss.
Omen is here ready to fight.
Oh, the spam actually tags him.
Dog gave him false confidence. Supplier was not cleared out. Flash
Supplier.
goes awry, but things are going well so far. Mr. finds Ninja. Spraying finds another on the boss. Oh, everyone's falling.
Mr.
Defenders
is just,
tightening down the hatches, finding some weaponry to use.
they just couldn't clear Mr. from that corner. Able to get 3 kills just from what should be a one and done.
And this is not good either. This was supposed to be another round for T1 as they won pistol round, but no. This is quite the opposite, and the camera will almost seal his fate here. Not able to do anything at all. Izzy takes him out, and back to 10. 10-4.
Yeah, the Sheriffs just... You had to clear that angle there. Mr. able to pick up 2 with the Sheriffs, then pick up the Guardian and pick up a 3rd kill. And it just completely shut down any hit that they had because it looked good. They were on the site, but they weren't able to clear Mr. and it just completely dismantled their push.
Yeah, defenders did not give him a second to breathe, right? They kept putting a pressure on and all that, and it kind of allowed them just to choke out the flames of this attacking side here. Looks like they're going to be heading towards mid now. Here's the thing. They've been keep pushing up mid constantly with the defender side. We'll see if they get punished.
Yeah, there's a
Mr.
star
does
here.
find first and gets out scot-free.
And this trademark.
Finds another, silencing these attackers, telling them there is no hope for you.
They are going to take down the trademark in Garage. And Sidster is pushed.
Izzy does find Droid, and this is crumbling fast. Spike in the possession of the defenders, and
all
now
the
there
way
is
in your
some positioning.
spawn.
But Cannon knows it. He knows they're in Garage. Sprays down the Sova. Shots traded over.
Mist is just going to swing it.
Yeah, Miss is feeling it. Boss left with just a frenzy. Needs to secure this Phantom, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it for free, but is able to pick it up. But Canyon takes it off his hands. 11-4. We're almost on match point.
Yeah, and it's looked so clean from Team 5. Just the entire map, you can tell this is the reason why it's their map pick. They are so much more confident on this map than they were on the previous map. They are taking the rounds, and it looks like it's going to be 13-4, 13-5, exactly what we saw on the previous map. Like, just flip the script completely.
Yeah,
from
it'd
map
be
1.
quite funny if it was the exact same score back around.
Now the attackers, they're kind of forced to, like, half of them buy, half of them don't. You have a couple of Vandals.
Oh, they're posted though. They should have this ready to go. Reyna peeking into Ninja. Gets tapped a little bit, but opts to not continue to fight.
They needed that pick there.
But Izzy's so far up. Do they ever clear this angle? Ever?
With a Bulldog, especially.
No. Oh, takes the one.
Recon.
Doesn't TP out either. Cannon does find Crafty across the map. And yeah, back to just a 2v5. Yeah, this is not looking great.
Yeah, miss her swinging off of Izzy's TP. They did hear the Yoru TP out, but an immediate swing.
Yeah, like a bear snare. Everyone's just closing in on these poor attackers. But Sister fires back, but no, Mist has the opportunity while they're looking away to just take them out.
12-4. Up to another map point.
This is match point for our BO3 map 2. I'm almost certain we're going to see a map 3 at this point because otherwise they have to win, what, 8 rounds in a row just to get to OT?
Yeah, just to go to overtime. And then who knows what happens from there because Team 5 have looked so impressive on this map.
Yeah, if I was a betting man, I would not bet the farm on T1 for this moment. But, hey, there's still one more map, and the game's still not over.
Yeah, you saw the pings go up on the minimap. They're pinging out that B lurk out. They don't want it to happen again.
Sits there looking for an early fight. Does cross. Might catch someone off guard because he crossed. Dog spots out Canyon. Oh, is able to TP to safety.
Sitster just half a second longer, and Canyon
missed. Putting up a fight. Does find one. Shuts down any sort of people going through window. Canyon finds another one. Ninja. All of a sudden, this is looking terrible for the attackers. And Supplier finds one, but it's just all down to Cypher. In the 1v4, Crafty does find the first. 3 more is the requirement for this round to be.
Do they know they have the spike in Garage? I think that they do. They're sending the Sky over. And they've got 3 players holding this angle. Nobody actually holding the spike, though.
This dog's going to be so good. Unless, yeah, Crafty gives up his location.
They can't swing this. This is an Odin. You do not want to throw your bodies at this.
I think he swapped out the gun.
Oh, he does have a Phantom now. And the cage with the Phantom, but...
No, Hala seals the deal. 13-4. Team 5 now showing a dominant performance on Haven for map 2.
Yeah, the generational switch up coming in from Team 5. The first map, they didn't look too confident. Maybe the comfort picks probably weren't there. They just tried to throw something together. Again, that's not their map pick, and especially when you just met your team, you're not really going to know what works and what doesn't. But then, map 2, that's your map pick. You throw your comfort picks out, and you just run house. Look at the scoreboard on this one.
No, for sure. Misser had not a great performance on the first map, but man, turned it straight around on map 2. 25 and 11. Supplier doing his best there with 20 and 15, but the rest of his team just lagging behind. Even Sidster, which is so unusual for us to see after the map 1 performance there. Now here's the question. Both teams have had a very dominant performance on either map, but who is taking map 3? What's your bet?
I honestly... It's up in the air, right? It's at this point, I think it's a coin flip. I want to see, and what I'm expecting to see is just a brawl, a muddy, dirty. Everything is getting through. There's going to be judges. We're going to see Shorty fly, like raises flying in with Shorties. I think that both of these teams, either maybe one of them, it's like their ace in their hand. Like they actually play this map all the time. They're great at this map. But from what we've seen, I think that this is as close as it could possibly be.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, because now that Team 5's found their comfort picks, but here's the thing. I think Team 1 is going to be better on the split map because it's more close encounters like Bind, right? We've kind of seen that strategy with them working on get Sidster. You know, if you get in a small room with Sidster, you're not coming out alive. Like, I'm going to put it frankly. So this could be a really tight match.
Yeah, Sidster, we saw it during Bind, right? You highlighted it. Sidster, on pretty much every eco round that was possible, was either holding a stinger or every now and again would pick up a judge. And they couldn't get through because they had someone watching from the back with a bigger weapon like a Vandal. And then they had Sidster so close. And you can't clear him because you're just going to get a nade. He's going to satchel away from you. And then once he gets a showstopper, he's just going to rip it. He doesn't, if he sees someone, showstopper right to the face. That takes out a player immediately, and that puts so much pressure on you.
Yeah, I will say though, look, the Team 5 comp, I think if they keep carrying this through, that amount of utility is exactly what they need to get past split defenses. Because split is such a, I mean, it is really a defensive map, right? Trying to get through mid, trying to get, and out of B site and that little choke. Like, there's just too many avenues to really like. You're just so you're it's like a cattle pen. You're all line it up, get it, get through the areas. But having the TP from Yoru, I think they're definitely going to play Yoru again with Izzy. I definitely think we're going to see the Reyna again. I think we're going to see almost the exact same comp from Team 5, but Team 1 might switch it up, but I definitely expect to see Sidster back on the Raze again.
Yeah, especially with the amount of flashes that you had on this comp, that's going to make it even easier to clear out Sidster. When you have a flat, even with a judge or something, you can maybe get one spam kill. But if you swing as a team, yeah, Sidster's going to get one, but then you clear out Sidster. And then what? Now you have so much more of the map to work with, and especially on something like Split, you need that map control, especially on attack, because you only have 3 chokes to push out of.
Yeah, I'm curious to see also if on the side of Team 1, who they pick for their Sentinel player. Not the player, because we've seen Crafty, yes, on the Sentinel every single time, but does he go back to the Vise? I feel like Vise could be a stronger pick, and it might be his more comfortable pick that we see. He kind of maybe flexed the Cypher just for that round, but seeing him back on Vise could put the stopping power on this team, because using those Thorns, like, yes, everyone's coming out on Cypher. If I can at least Thorns off half the team, the tripwires aren't doing anything. They're already past him, right? The TPs. But if I can stop the other side of the team with this wall and this Thorns, can we maybe pick off the other 2 that have gotten their way on site?
Yeah.
And then turn our Turkish back on to what's happening in the front lines?
Yeah, the sheer wall being able, because it won't activate when those TPs come through, so it will force the defenders to be split. And I think that was a really big pain point during Haven, is you had these 2 players get onto back site, but the whole rest of the team was still flooding in through this choke.
Yeah.
And you had to pick one. And either way you pick, you're going to get shot from the other side.
And here's the thing. We've seen Team 5, when they switch up their strategy, they were defaulting a lot on Haven, but defaulting a lot on Bind, but on Haven, they're like, man, defaulting's not working. We're just going to hit site, right? So right now, I'm expecting the exact same strategy on Split, right? It's working for them. Just hit a site, we go out, we do our thing. But that kind of opens up the opportunity for like Vise to be so strong, right? Just, hey, we're going to dump, the wire, the wall, nades, all the stall that you can get on Split that really chokes out an attacking side. This could be the equalizer of the map. They need to see the best of both these teams.
Yeah, especially with Boss. Probably we assume Boss is still going to play Astro, right? And that ability to have your smokes to block off chokes, and then also have those stuns. I think the stuns especially during map 1, were so good. They completely stopped any type of push, and especially on the, at least during the first map, they didn't have a lot of ways to get past these stars very quickly. So the stuns would land every single time.
Yeah.
I think the stuns, or more importantly, the grav wells are going to be so good at once the players get onto site, keeping them in place and allowing your team to pick up easy kills.
I would say for sure it's much easier to retake on Split than it is to retake on Haven, because Haven you can play all the way back on C, you have ops and all that. But Split, it's like, hey, it's okay, give sight, we're gonna retake it because I got Nate in this corner. You know, you throw your Vise things over here. Like we can just choke them out because there's only so many places you can really sit on a Split defend on holding that bomb site.
Yeah, and speaking of, look at the hovers, and I think Crafty might or might not pick up Vito.
Yeah, Vito is an agent we've not seen at Boilerfrag for him being brand new to the game. Yeah, I think they are going to play the Vito, but there's not a traditional Sentinel trip really with Vito. I think he has maybe
He has
one.
a chokehold,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, it's a trip that acts as a fade seize, but other than that, he doesn't have anything. He has a couple of TPs and then the interceptor. And I do actually like this adjustment from Crafty. They know that the comfort picks that you're seeing right now are flash comps, and that interceptor is going to shut down all of them. Well, except for
That's
the
true.
paranoia.
I think, does it break your TP as well?
It breaks your. Yes, it does.
Okay, they're trying to shut that down. Now, here's the thing. They have almost exact same comp for Team 5 here. The Reyna missed on Omen. Now, the only swap is that instead of putting Cannon on the Chamber, they're opting for the Sage, right? To slow down, throw orbs, probably play in B Heaven, wall off mid, throw slow orbs on the B choke, stall out these these attackers as they're heading into sight, right? Because they will start on defender side this time, which is different from the last. So they were, Team 5 was defending, then attacking on Haven. Now they're back to defending first on Split. But yeah, since they're locking in the Raze, Akininja back on the Astra like we expected. Supplier on the KO, I like to see that. And they're actually switching to more of a double, I mean, they still have double initiator, but it's the fade this time with the KO.
Yeah, I do really like this comp. I think this is definitely a very comfort pick comp, but it's also a very scary one. You have a lot of pieces of util that can shut down the push, and I think that this is a great adjustment from Team 1 to get through an overwhelming amount of flashes. You have ways to blind them. You have ways to just break their util altogether, and you have ways to stop them. This fade seize, this chokehold from the Vito, these Astra pulls are going to be great at stopping these heavy hits that we know Team 5 loves to do.
Yeah, so folks, we're heading into map 3. This is Split. This is winner takes all. This map, the best of 3, moves on to the semifinals, and there's only really 1 point between the two teams. Each of them have about 17, 18 points, so this could be anyone's game. Heading into pistol, here we go.
And it looks like it's going to be a very aggressive A hit, but the lurk.
Early pick from Crafty onto Izzy, opening up some question marks, but team is hitting onto A site.
It's so fast. There's
Mister
flashes.
stuck on site, has to find something, make something work, finds the first, fighting for his life.
There's so many players here, though.
Finds another, takes out Sister, trying to put a lynch in their, a pin in their side. Crafty grouping back up here, but Mister's done quite a lot of damage. Is overhealed as well now.
Yeah, and the spike can't go down until Mr. is cleared.
Alma
but the
is found
chokehold
by Supplier. Back to an even 3-on-3. 2 head towards ramps up. Spike is still stuck on site. Mist finds
missed the
Crafty.
Sheriff.
Do they know Supplier's close? They now do.
One enemy
And
remaining.
Mister finds 3. Down to Supplier for all of it. Will be
Yeah,
caught
just
off guard. Yeah,
classic.
Canyon takes that Supplier, and T5 still on the board, going strong.
Yeah, Mr. just takes down one and is able to dismiss into cover, and then able to isolate the 1v1s from the elbow. Just gunplay. Again, just such good aim from Mr. Able to just pick up these kills, especially on your comfort pick. It just oozes confidence, and I think that this is where we see the brawl. You have both teams playing their comfort picks, playing the comps that they want to use, and I think that both sides are confident, and I think that both sides are going to give everything they have into every single one of these plays.
Yora posting up early in B main. Izzy looking for blood. The big fight in mid here. Wall and slow to stop these attackers coming out. Sidster is not deterred. Will nade out Vince, I believe. Prowler
This
doesn't
angle.
catch much. Sprays from Kenyon, finds one. Hurts Sitzer down to low HP. Boss caught out reloading by Mist. All of a sudden, this attacker side is crumbling. Crafty shot down. Down to Sitzer with nothing in his hands left to do. No HP, no bullets. 2-0.
An amazing off angle from Canyon there. Put up onto the wall so the dog did not spot him out. And then once they had a false sense of security, the dog didn't scan anyone, so we're going to push out through the smoke. But Canyon's up on top of the wall and is able to pick up 2 and put Sitzer down to like 2 HP.
Now here's the thing. We are at 0-2, and now T1 has the funds to buy some rifles, but if T5 can steal this round away, we might see another sweep of all these rounds underneath their belt. Mist playing inside the smoke. I like this. Doesn't have the great range weapon, so going to play right in the smoke. Finds one. He traded out. Has done his job.
Now the
Flash is
slow
coming
orb.
out, and they're slowed.
That's going to draw over all of the rotates. Not a single person is sticking around on the A side.
Bird kind of fumbled, but trying to clear mid. Supplier scared to walk out just yet, but starts peeking. Smokes will come up from Astra, confirming the site is hitting.
Look at these angles. The whole defense is already here.
Ninja finds his first. Misser, though, finding and fighting. Able to get out from that gunfight. Near sight in the air. Howlett finds Supplier.
Down B.
All of a sudden, this round is crumbling for attackers. Down to Crafty with 10 HP. Does find Misser, is blinded by the bird, but Bomb is on site. He has 10 HP, and the world is on his shoulders.
He does have another TP in his pocket. If he wanted to, he could do a crazy play where he throws a TP out, TP in, TP out. But there's someone right there.
Yeah, Howlett gets a free pick on the Crafty. Too many angles to be staring at. Caught off guard, and that is not good. Rifles in the hands of the defenders and attackers left with nothing in their bank accounts.
Yeah, maybe they can. We know Supplier is really good with a Sheriff. But I don't know if the Sheriff is really going to work that well against a full buy from the defense. Especially with how they've been playing this map.
Now, pause right there, Fly. We've seen the Sheriffs in the hands of Team 1, and I will say, if any gun's going to get this across the finish line, Team 1 with some Sheriffs. I've seen it before, man. Nothing's out of the air.
Yeah, Supplier especially just able to land so many shots with this Sheriff.
I don't know how I feel about the Sage going all the way up to box, because if they were able to find the Sage early and pick up this rifle again,
Especially,
Burke gets nothing either.
I think Sidster, once again, has a stinger.
Flash is coming out. Canyon, nice spray over, but Boss finds him as well. Trades back out. Fights coming all around. Crafty out of ammo, but Supplier answers right back, and guns are actually falling to the hands of these attackers here.
Yeah, now they have... There's a question marks for both teams. Mr. is still holding A, so they have a little bit of peace of mind knowing that at least there's someone here to hold, but...
And they know Misser is on site now with the information in hand. Gonna be up to him to make something work here. Smoke's going on, but he's not smoked off. He's gonna just take a peek here, I bet. A dry swing peek. Finds 2. Takes out Supplier on the way out. Keeps sight. Everyone rotating over. Now here's the question. Do they still hit A here? Astra's all the way up Vince. Do they expect mid to be that compromised?
Surely they have to assume that rotates have been drawn over. I mean, once you see 2 players there...
If this fight will determine this round. If the Astra can find the Yoru off guard and does, Akinage takes out Izzy.
Mist
Only
has to
must
turn around.
turn. And
Has
now
an
they're trying
operator.
to pin down the site
Mist
player.
has an op.
Oh, Mist finds the first. Backs up. Paranoid stall, and Misser cleans on up. T5 wipes away the smiles off of T1's faces. Unfortunate.
Yeah, they still have this op. And now Mist, importantly, has a shorty to work with. I need this. So now, if he wants to, can go into his own smokes and really punish anyone who tries to push through.
Yeah, T1 not looking so great. Now, they are in a bye round, so they have rifles to work with. But, man, if they lose this round again, I don't know, man. We might be looking at just a quick and easy BO3 for Team 5.
Yeah. But they are looking to send all 5 of these players here. If they lose a player...
This bird will definitely catch someone off guard if it's coming around the corner. No.
But no noise.
Walking all the way up. They're going to fight Miss her. Now, Will's been good about his fights before. Does find the first. Is in the up, but gets taken out by Crafty. Too many to count. Bomb will go down.
This is the trade that they need. They finally have control over the site without losing too many players. But
caught off by the op, but no death here. Boss will make it away. Just a little bit of HP left on him.
that'll keep him from being two-shot from any of these rifles. But
Dog will clear up
are kind
most of main.
Defense are kind of struggling to figure out how to approach the site.
Split. I like the split here. Dizzy does find the first on the boss with the op. Getting aggressive now. Has to get moving. Supplier found and shot down after trading. Sister, though, not going down without a fight. Finds one, finds two, gun falls down to miss. It's now miss versus Crafty. Droid, but Crafty, 5 HP. Clutching around 4T1. Begging, please, team, get on board. I will take us to this first round. They needed that round so badly.
Yeah, Sidster, just patience and, more importantly, calmness under pressure. Being able to pick up that kill onto the Yoru was everything. Keeping Crafty out of a 1v2, putting him in a 1v1, able to land the kills. It's something to get them going. They will have a little bit of a half buy on a couple of the members of the team.
T1 said, hey, that worked. We're just going to do it right over again. Anything to get some more rounds on the board for T1. But looks like they added Izzy to the site. And yeah, Mister finds Supplier. Bomb will drop, confirming there's more players. And yeah, Mister out on the range, taking out 2. Hand spotted, but Hala not falling.
Izzy's so close with this Bucky. They cannot push back out.
The smoke might give some false security that they're clear, but Mister takes first. Finds 3.
Mister's pushing up. Oh, the ace with the op.
Going for the op ace, taken out by Boss, but has pretty much confirmed the round.
And
down to just Boss.
Mist is right behind you. Oh, you're about to get knifed. There's about to be a knife in your back.
Not at my Boilerfrag, no. The first knife kill of Boilerfrag 2025 will go to Mist at the sacrifice of his teammates.
I mean, when you have that much money in the bank.
Oh, no. Totally worth it for the content, 100%.
Just such
way to go.
I know.
You can see the hope in his eyes. He's found 2 picks. He's like, wow, I can turn this around. Dies.
Yeah, he finds the knife. It was just so much pressure that just, I mean, you were there. You couldn't. Looks like we're going to do another aggressive hit.
Mister up close to the op, almost taken up by a ghost.
Crafty's so low now. I think Crafty has like 1 or 2 HP left in the tank.
Stuns coming through, but nothing following up on it yet. But Hala finds Supplier while he is turned to blind eye.
Supplier was so close there.
Missed. I like this angling. Catches one off guard, sprays, but nothing confirmed, but is dragging attention away as Izzy cleans up with another kill.
Just one more bullet.
Ninja finds a clean shot, but needs to find 4 more clean headshots, but out of ammo. Can't do much there. Ninja will fall 1 and 6.
It's just pick after pick after pick. The train just keeps going. Team 5 off the back of the last game, just continuing to just steamroll Team 1.
Yeah, not looking super hopeful. And I'll say the one hope there is that they are attacking. We do know this map is defender-sided, so hey, maybe it's just super defender-sided.
Yeah, but even still, I favor Team 5's comp in terms of an attacking team with just the amount of flashes and util that they have, but 2 ults are going to be invested here.
They are powerless to anything but miss. Might find a good angle here. No one's cleared him. He's waiting for the picks. Yes, missed, finds one. Showstopper cleans things up. Sister finds one, but falls, and defenders. Team 5 putting on a masterclass to shut down a KO ult.
Yeah, nobody cleared out Mist in that corner, and he only got 1 pick there, but that was all he really needed, as the rest of the defense just dismantled a push with 2 ults invested at the cost of pretty much nothing.
Yeah, that is not the way you want that fight to go if you are on Team 1, but hey, it's not over yet. Looks like they're splitting things up, maybe heading towards a default, because, hey, hitting sites hasn't worked. Let's try defaulting and see what we can get from there.
Yeah, maybe trying to figure out, I think Mister probably still has an operator.
Yeah, Miss is actually going to take this early peek of the Phantom.
Supplier lethal with a Sheriff. Can he be it again?
Oh, two fall, though, for the attackers across the map. All of a sudden, we are at 3 and 5 for T1.
Oh, Supplier spots him.
Ooh, just rings a shot right above his ears, but no connection.
Yeah, neither player able to land a shot here. But in the face of smoke, a Sheriff is definitely not favored.
Izzy's pretty much gained all of A map control too, so defenders are free to stack towards B and mid. Flash goes up to clear, but Wall is caught in the face, and they can't really do much about it right now. Now I love how they're looking up. They know these players love to play on top of the wall. Wall drops and finds two, lined up. A Supplier cannot do anything about it. Gets taken out by an op shot.
And the dog. It's going to land.
Sister trying to bail himself out with a nade. Was in such a tight spot. Does get the dink, but is out of ammunition. That is a heartbreaker.
Yeah, with a Sage and a Sky, any fight that they take, even Reyna, the amount of fights that they can just heal up after taking, it's so strong.
Yeah, a flawless round for T5. And we're looking at 8 and 1, and man, it is looking really dominant for T5.
It's been just, it's been a brawl. It's definitely been a brawl, but it's definitely been a favored brawl.
Yeah. We've seen some close fights, but every single time like push comes to shove, it's always been Team 5 on the top of the hill.
Yeah, the Team 1 got one round up on Team 5, but even then, Crafty was left at 5 HP. A 5 HP difference between a 9-0 score right now. And it looks like they're just going to try and do a little bit more defaulting as Mr. is just sitting on A with an op. Going to rotate back over. Go somewhere else with this rifle. Keep moving. Keep the attackers on their toes, not knowing where this op is going to end up being.
Attacker's still hitting this default, trying to break through mid, makes any sort of progress, but man, they're just getting halted in every direction. I think Mist did spot out the Raze and Garage by jump spotting. So some information that way.
Sky is pushed a little deep into ramp. You're going to back off a little bit, but Canyon has no more Sage util, just has the heal.
Prowler catches one out on the left side, and no, Supplier cannot confirm the kill on the cross.
The flash from the Yoru.
All comes out, but is taken out immediately. Crafty falls, Supplier falls, and defenders cementing themselves with the lead.
Yeah, Evolution might save you from util, but does not save you from guns, as Izzy.
Sister finds one, but man, this is a hard fight. A 2v4 here. Now, sight is open on B, but very quickly, Akinen just finding out that he has a lot of people wanting him dead at this very moment as they swarm through mid. Bomb will go down, but Sister is pretty much on his own. Akinen just pinned down in sewer. Izzy making his life even harder with the dimensional drift. Spots him out, pings him out, says, hey, everybody, look this way. Finds one, but man, what the res. Oh, man.
We're just going to throw the res on top of it just in case. Oh, Mist just got farmed.
Oh, man, 1 and 9. The res just a disrespect to say, hey, I know there's a small chance. I'm making that thing even smaller. We're not losing this round.
Yeah, I don't think Mist would be too happy that she got rezzed right into gunfire, but that's 9-1.
Hey, if I'm Mist, I'm happy. I'm 9 and 1. Things are going strong. I would not care personally. But man, yeah, this is so rough for T1. They got to do something. Switch it up, maybe try a different play, but I feel like they've played the whole book. What do they do?
Yeah, they've been trying to go to every single site, and every single time they have either Mist on B, Mr. on A, and Canyon sitting in mid, and they can't ever clear them all out. They might get one if they put all 5 of their players there, but then what? You have the other 4 members of the defense still alive.
And I'm fearful by the time they figure it out, it's already going to be too late, and the sides will be swapped. Oh my gosh.
Izzy
so confident all the way up. Taken out, but the trades are good for T5.
They're going to rotate back over to A.
Might work because the bird cleared out. They see nothing close, but they're still holding close.
This op is still holding this line.
Oh, I like that. They called to back up, let the dog through. Dog sees nothing, but it has allowed the op to be posted so far up, but a miss. Oh no, back it up. But they
Holler's
do.
Still here. Oh,
the
the
Prowler
dog
sees the sky. Reyna has to re-engage to help, but finds and gets tagged too. Fall. This is the hope that T1's needed for so long, but missed TPs onto site with the operator. Finds the first on Supplier. hoping to dodge the rocket. Does find one, trades back out, and all of a sudden it's a 1v1. Boss has to get this bomb down.
Has no idea where Canyon is, though, and Canyon knows exactly
Spike planted.
where Boss
Waiting
is.
for the walkout, and does find one off the back. Man, what a crushing defeat for T1. Such wild hopes there for a second that they get a second round off, but no. Clinched away by T5.
Yeah, Mist's TP there being everything to win that round. Has a second op. I didn't even know that they had 2 ops. TP's over and then just immediately takes out the KO trying to swap out the operator. And then able to pick up a Vandal and rotate away. Has just enough time to kill the showstopper before it fires at him. And it puts Canyon in a great position to win that 1v1.
And despite their loss on A, T1 just going to say, hey, nothing's ever worked. We're just running it down A.
Yeah, but Izzy has been so good.
I mean, they have to know she walks up, right? Okay, good. Forces the back. Fade Eye.
Face your fear.
Dropped in. Here comes the Fatal. Izzy at 15 HP.
The TP's not in the greatest.
Sister finds the first on the defenders.
And Izzy
Izzy
suppressed.
looking for one. Finds the first pick on the supplier. Oh my gosh, TP is out like it's a James Bond movie. Crafty finds Mist. Things are going well so far. TP's out towards main. I like this sentry. This wall will help out too. Down to Izzy and Hala to get this round back into the hands of T5.
Canyon, though. Oh, just barely misses Crafty on that flank.
Crafty posted up, takes a fight, but Canyon finds him. 3 on 3.
Now Izzy's teamed up with Canyon.
Sister finds his first. Looking for another. Does Boss swing out the smoke?
Boss might swing out.
Does swing. Yes, Boss finds one. Sister finds 3. We are at 2 and 10. Man, they really needed that round, and it came through finally.
Yeah, they had to really fight for that one, though. They threw Cosmic Divide. They threw the Nightfall. They threw. I don't even know what all they threw there, but it took so much just to take that site, and that really just speaks for how well T5 has been playing and just how scary even one player on T5 can be. If you don't clear them out, they could be lethal, but T1 able to pick up the pieces, take that round, and maybe they'll be able to take that round and use that momentum going into the second half to bring back this game.
Here's the thing. T1 desperately needs pistol round on their side. If they don't, they're probably also going to lose the eco and be on match point for every single point this entire game. This is a must-win pistol round for T1. Let's see what they can do. All 5. Rotate. They know they're here. Emergency. They run up ramps. Supplier stalling with the nade. Oh, man. They're going through to mid? 3
I don't think they have the time.
Fighting. It's a brawl, an all-out brawl. Canyon takes taken out. They're walled off from hitting anything else.
The boom bot over the top.
Nice damage from the move. Okay, but Sister and Supplier fine too. Looking good for T1. Supplier trying to tag on their backs as well. Izzy finds Sister. Hala finds Droid. All of a sudden, things are turning around. Izzy does mark up
But
a little bit of HP.
Both players are one shot to a classic.
Oh, gonna fall right in the hands of Aka Ninja. And Spike will fall. Looking good for T1. It's gonna be down to just Izzy. Now, do they know she can be CT?
Boss
They
has
do.
a feeling.
Supplier takes out Izzy. A point on the board for T1. A much needed point.
And we've kind of seen, though, that ecos can be kind of scary. There have been a couple of times where the ecos have been either lost or severely taken down.
Yeah, this is not a guarantee.
So I'm looking at this team comp right now as the other 4 players group up to B instead. But meanwhile, one more player A. I think that Mist might have a lurk timing, but there's just so many players here.
I got the spike.
But it looks like they're going to try and take a little bit of B aggression, but Crafty. And we're going to take him down.
What is he? Yeah, able to take it down there. Crafty finding that first blood on Vito. A very aggressive Sentinel, able to look very, very good on that defensive half. Right now, Team 3 looking now with the man advantage so far. T5 looking to insert one there in A, playing for the lurk. That full veto set up there on B is going to cause some problems for him.
But as long as this KO is continuously jump spotting this line, Mist can't push up any deeper than he already is.
Team playing extremely slow, looking for contact. Missed.
How do you win that with a ghost?
Wow. Able to take down Sop Supplier. And there's Abi Boss. They're able to take down Izzy. Now numbers advantage still in the favor of Team 1. It's going to be a 4 versus 3. Reyna lurking there mid, trying to find some sort of value there to call the team back. But Omen there in screens. Missed.
They're aware that this play is possible. Sidster is already looking at him.
30
He's
seconds
ready.
left.
It's be 27 seconds left on the clock here for T5 to make a move. Bomb going down. Lurk going to be enabled now.
Spike planted.
Still sitting there in mid, playing extremely, extremely slow, leaving Hallelujah there left on site alone in the 4 versus 1.
Here comes the Reyna on the
Here.
flank. Boss.
With the classic. Needs to try to find one. Able to find one. Able to find two. I
That
missed
could
her
be
there,
the
able to
decider
find
of the
value.
round.
Sitzer there, gonna take the swing, but planted for screens. It's gonna be really tough here. I miss her on the 3K with the Outlaw. Sitzer, one shot to the Outlaw. Guardian coming out here, and the stick coming out as well.
The stick. He
And it's
doesn't know
gonna
where
be
the
tough.
bomb
Spring
is
alongside.
planted.
He's not gonna be able to do it. In Team 1, they're able to stick the bomb, but I miss her finding all 4 on the round, taking all the guns away. But, I mean...
The double kill with the classic to pick up the Outlaw looked almost like a complete turnaround for Team 5. As one shot with the Outlaw could have been it if it would have landed.
Oh, just so close. I mean, played a little slow there mid, able to find the 3 in heaven, but I mean, not able to find Sidster there on the Outlaw, and he was able to get the defuse, bringing it 4-10 now. I mean, Team 5 still looking extremely, extremely good no matter what right now, though.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty much the deciding round, right? Whichever team wins this, either Team 1 wins this, they get the momentum, they get another round because it pushes Team 5 back onto a save round, or Team 5 can take down Team 1, put their money on the back foot, and maybe put us at series point.
Yeah. Sobs Supplier being pressured here by all 5. An amazing flash. They are able to find one. Looking for more. 3 bullets left in the Sheriff, 60 HP. Gonna swing. Gen Canyon, they're able to find one of them. It's gonna be now a 3 versus 4. There's Hallelujah. They're able to find it. Able to find the equalizer there for the team. 3 versus 3 now. I miss her. They're able to find the kill on the crafty droid. Hallelujah here playing slow in heaven. However, the late flank there.
Atkins is
damage.
so deep right now.
Empress coming out. Akka Ninja, they're able to find it. Now 2v2. Bucky coming out. Abi Boss not able to find it. I miss her. They're finding the kill. 1 versus 2 now for Akka Ninja. Gonna drop and not gonna be able to get it. Team 5 finding their 11th round win here of map 3.
That's like the critical juncture because now Team 1, they can buy, but you have to buy everything. And
Yeah.
if you lose this round, you won't have anything left for the final round.
It's going to be extremely tough. They need to fight for this round very, very hard. I mean, they're fighting for anything that they can possibly get. I mean, Team 4 looking for nearly a miracle. I mean, they're looking for a miracle at this point.
They need to get at least 3 round wins in a row just to give their money a good enough chance to stop Team 5 from having guns every round.
Yeah, Team 5, very, very dominant here. Probably very, sorry, I came in late, so I would assume probably really dominant there on the attacking half, but Crafty Droid giving up the first blood. Sop, however, able to find the equalizer there on the other side of the map. A miss lurking, the spray coming out with the Aftershock. Akka Ninja, they're able to find it. Izzy and I miss her both damaged. Skyheal able to come out and recoup some of those damages. It's going to be now a 4 versus 3 team here, looking to go back through mid, trying to reclaim some space. Have that smoke mid, denying almost all of it.
Yeah, they have to just play quietly here. They've lost too many players on the B side, and they have no idea where the defenders could possibly be.
Izzy here playing slow contact here in mid, trying to find a pick, which is exactly what they need. Here comes the dog and the TP. A flash still available here for Izzy. There, flash through the smoke. Could be left side. Clears it. Not able to do it. And he's blinded. Akka Ninja, they're able to find almost the gimme kill. But I miss her there out main. Able to find one there with the heal. Trying to find the other, enabling the Sky there. Sky Flash not able to quite make it into heaven. Sir playing slow, 80 HP, Sky wrapping, doubling up into heaven. There's the amazing Sky flash. I miss her there. Trying to swing by Abi Boss, able to find it. I miss her, not able to do it. And Aka Ninja on with the 3K. Close, almost pretty much. Wait, sorry. Coming back there, finally taking one of those round wins.
Yeah, they've been looking a lot better on the attacking side, I will say. That Team 1, they've been at least getting back on the train, right? They've gotten 3 round wins out of the 4 that they've played on attack.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a lot more than that. They're down 5-11, and just one more round win for Team 5, and that puts them on series point. They cannot afford to make any slip up here as they go for what looks to be an aggressive A hit.
Yeah, and it looks like no money here on the side of Team 5. It's going to be tough here. I mean, especially Split being a defensive-sided map, but if you give up first bloods like that, it's going to make it really tough. Sitzer, though, able to find the trade onto Mist. Nate there to re-clear out the space. However, that's going to leave the entirety of A side open. 2 players still on B. And it's going to be a retake situation now for Team 1. Overheat. Sitzer able to take down Izzy. The resurrection coming out from Genji Canyon. Out on the Mist. A great player for them to resurrect. Smoke's back online now for Team 5.
Yeah, but all these players are just stuck. Team 5 able to get all the way out onto site, and none of these players can really do much about it.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here. Now in the 4v4 retake, you have a late player there in ramp, which can cause some problems for the retake if they play it right, but it's going to be 3 on site now.
Sidster is so weak right now. Only a couple of...
He peeks and he gets taken out, but they were able to find it. Still now 3v3. Skydog there able to spot Fade into screens. Prowler coming out. Aka Ninja dropping from heaven. Able to find one. I miss her. Finding the needed trade. Missed there. Finding it. Me 2 versus 1 and missed for the 3K to bring Team 5 to match point.
That looked so much better than it actually was. Team 1, they had control over the site, but then they just backed off. They gave Team 5 the complete control over the site. There were Seekers in their face. And after that, with Sidster's health bar dwindling and the rest of the team not really having much util left in the tank, Team 5 just, with better gunplay, able to pick us up and take us to the series point, a 12-5 score.
Yeah, I mean, that resurrection there coming in clutch last round. Missed. They're able to find 2 after the res there. Finding that first blood, getting traded, but still able to get his value there. Missed a very valuable player, ex-Team Black player as well. Scared, but look at Aka Ninja there, sitting in the smoke, trying to catch one of them off guard. Could catch the lurk, ready to re-smoke himself, but this dog is going to blow his cover. He's stunned. They barely saw him. Bomb down, still B main here. Looks like, oh, they're wanting to B split. Skyflash showing presence here. 3 grouped up outside of B.
It looks like they're expecting the B hit. The KO's already on the way over. And it looks like the Fade's also going to go through vents.
They're leaving
But
A
the
open.
spike is going the other way. Maybe? Mist is trying to decide whether or not they should actually hit B or not.
Yeah, Mist, I know, a fantastic IGL, has a very good sense of the game, and especially in these scenarios like this, he's extremely valuable because he just knows how the game's supposed to be played, and I think that the value he brings as an individual player, especially like mechanically and mentally, like he's a very fantastic player, and he's calling this well. Look at that, I miss her. Able to find the entry now, Team 5. Slowly trying to close it out and bring it home.
Missed TP's to backside.
Dimensional Drift coming out. Crafty Droid there, able to find Izzy, but missed there with the immediate trade.
That TP doing wonders for Mist. Had no idea that he was there.
It's going to be It's going to be a 4v2 now. I miss her on for the 3. All down to it. Hallelujah. Able to close it out for Team 5. And Team 5 is going to advance on to the semifinals to play against Team 2. What a series.
It honestly, it looked like the final map could have been anyone's game.
Yeah.
It was 14. It was 5-13.
26-7.
That might be the best scoreline we've seen out of the 3 maps.
I mean, he dropped 400 ACS last game, and now he's dropped 26-7 this game. I mean, extremely well played there from I Miss Her. I mean, we couldn't have seen a better game there, able to close it out. I mean, look at the team diff, though. Look at that, 4 of the top 5 being in the leaderboard there. I mean, just extremely well played there from Team 5.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a lot closer, right? You had Team 1 who had a dominant showing the first map, went 13-5. Then Team 5 comes into the second map, completely different teams.
Haven. I mean, looked extreme. Just looks totally different.
4-13 on the second map. So in my mind, and I'm sure in everyone else's eyes, we're like, this is going to be a bloodbath on map 3.
Yeah.
But then Team 5, off the back of that second map, playing these comfort picks, oozing confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Just take over Split into another 13-5.
Yeah. I mean, extremely well played there from both teams. I mean, congrats to the team for, making it through, playing well. I mean, coming back from from that first game loss and coming back and stomping map 2 and 3, but an unfortunate loss there for Team 1. Not able to close it out. But, I mean, that was a great series, and we're going to be moving on here pretty quickly. So we'll be right back with you guys here in just a couple minutes with your next game.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to some more Day 1 Boilerfrag. This time, we have the semifinals. We're going to hop right in to Team 2 versus Team 5. We just saw Team 5 play against Team 1, and they ended up winning. So now we're going into the semifinals, where they'll be taking on Team 2, a completely different team, a team that we, again, haven't seen. But we know what Team 5 does, and we're already going to go in to the first map of Sunset.
Yeah, this Sunset does look to be cooking up real quick. Team 2 already locking in all their agents. Not the most strange comp, but not the most practiced. Defenders looking to play something that's somehow even more weird.
Yeah, the defenders are going to decide. Maybe Vito's the play, but it looks like they're just going to go back to their comfort picks that we saw them playing during the first game against Team 1.
Certainly, the I Miss Her Reina.
The I Miss Her Reina.
Beautiful.
Izzy's going back instead of doing Yora. They're going to go back onto Clove. Well, you know, whenever you say something
horrible on that first map either, though.
Whenever you say something, things tend to change.
There's at least a 50% chance that it doesn't happen.
But it looks like we are going to lock in the Reina. The rest of the team's still trying to decide what to do. They are going to give Canyon Jet this time around. So a double duelist comp. Oh, nope. Yep. A double duelist comp in the hands of the defenders and a double initiator comp in the hands of the attackers.
And that Veto coming through, I've always been a proprietor of Veto on Sunset. I think it could work very well on either site, depending on where you place that E ability that I still don't remember the name of. But I think it's going to be working very well depending on how this team is able to use it and coordinate together.
Yeah, I honestly, if I'm looking at these two team comps, right? I'm looking at Team 2's team comp, and I know what they're going to be doing. I see a Breach, I see a Neon, and I see a Sova. I'm immediately going, okay, we're gonna set Neon up on a line somewhere, at least on defense. We're gonna set Neon up on a line. During attack, we're just gonna find ways to give our Neon enough breathing room to really just pop off on this attacking half. And I look at the defense. I genuinely don't know
they're just gonna have some fun. They're gonna just play around, see what works. I mean, literally, we're seeing them spread all throughout the map here. Just gonna see what works. We're gonna be seeing Team 2 going hard into A right off the bat.
Yeah, I'm expecting a fault line. Flashes are already going through. Sonar to clear out elbow, but Ant has already found Miss Her. She's gonna jump in. Is not able to land the kill. As Izzy is also landing shots, but Flu able to pick up one as Crook gets a second. That's going to give the numbers advantage back to the attackers as Flu and Izzy both fall. Missed, gets derp, and now it's a 2v2. The spike still hasn't gone down. Zemp wants to swing this.
That classic right click just a little bit too far away.
And it's just Canyon left in a 1v2. He knows where both the players are, but he has no util left other than one cloud burst as Crook wants to get aggressive here. Shoots out the aftershock and a good ghost kill to give Team 2 the first round of the first map.
And that was a pretty clean round from both sides, I'd have to say. You know, despite Team 2 coming out with that, Team 5 put up a great fight, taking those 1v1s well, and just unfortunately not quite winning them out.
Yeah, again, we kind of know exactly what Team 2's game plan are just looking at this team comp, right? The Breach Neon is so common, I should say, on Sunset. There's a lot of lines that Breach can take. You can take the B line. You can take both A lines with his fault line.
I mean, I'd go so far as to say that this is the only map you should ever play Breach on with that Neon.
And already the fault line is going to show itself again.
And that Stinger
is already going to take down 2. Miss Her is stuck in elbow, though. I wonder if And is aware. Oh, past the Sheriff, and what a shot!
But we're finally going to see these Team 5 players start to rotate. Mist is likely going to take that first contact. And just again, running in, no fear.
Oh, but Mist able to turn around and land the shot with the Sheriff. But Crook and Zemp are going to clean up the round nicely. Just an amazing, clean round for Team 2. And now they're going to have a lot of these guns for their bonus. The only person who's going to have to buy anything, of course, is going to be And. But still, that Breach Neon showing itself, showing its prowess, giving And enough time to stinger. And then the shot turnaround on Miss Her.
Absolutely brutal.
Go, go, go.
And it looks like And is not looking to slow down the pace at all.
Quick feet.
Trying to take a little bit of a fight toward mid.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's just going to be whether or not Canyon can be prepared for this shot.
sonar and a relay bolt, but and already goes down. Flu does pick up the trade and is going to reclaim that Vandal. That's an upgrade for the team. As some spray goes out. The spike goes down, but the rest of the team has to rotate back over.
Spike planted.
Oh, Canyon. You have to be careful here. Jumping up. Whoa.
Stay down.
Able to take down Crook. But there's still 3 players on site. 3v4 though.
Let's get tagged.
And some shots go out. Flu, just another pick. Oh, the tripwire. The cage goes up and the players go down, but they don't know where the last player is as Miss Her.
And just what a beautiful flank from Miss Her there to close out that round.
Being the saving grace for Team 5. Great double kill.
Yeah, Canyon wanting to just take that aggressive fight, but not quite expecting that tripwire to be placed there.
It looked so good, but they were completely unaware that this Reyna had walked so far into spawn and had gone around the entire flank. But now, it's a 2-1. But Team 2 has full weapons. They were on their bonus, and now this is another big swing round for either side. Either Team 5 can knock down Team 2's economy, or Team 2 can keep the ball rolling and get even more of a lead.
Certainly, and we're going to see Team 2 again go for this tried and true A hit, but it does seem to be starting out a bit slower than normal as we see Mr. start to insert themselves.
And with another stinger, but it's going to get shut down this time as Mr. just has to leave. There's too many players here, but they know exactly where she is.
Pops the Empress.
Oh, 2 shock darts to the face, and there's 4 people. There's nobody on this flank. The attackers are going to try and push their way in piece by piece, but there's someone on side already as Hallelujah already gets derp. Oh, Flu. The stun saving him is missed. Gets up a trade. A 2 versus 3, but the site is the attackers. Oh, Canyon. Zamp with a collateral. That Phantom Spray could be everything to this round.
I got the spike.
He has an inkling that this player has pushed out.
Even if he does get taken out, he does have that ult.
And he's immediately going to pop it. He's going to just play a ring around the rosy around this box, but is it enough time to get his gun out? It's not.
Izzy just barely clinching that round out, which looked to be theirs, but got a little bit scary after that collateral.
That's going to be a tied game. Our first map for the semifinals. Just very calm reactions from the defense. They're not overextending the first pick from Misser and immediate dismiss out to give the team a little bit more time to rotate back over, and then just what looked to be a scary situation after Zemp got a double kill with that Phantom Spray turned into just calmness from the defense, winning out that round.
Certainly.
And once again, the dog doesn't get any value. It was stunned. The Hunter's Fury is going to get ripped, but it doesn't tag anyone.
I think And was even stunned by their own breach there. It's getting a little bit too aggressive.
A fast lane to cut off sight. But do they know where these players are? And is already here, but there's players all around.
Down A.
Gonna pick up an upgrade of the gun. Still has the overdrive, but it runs out at the wrong time. As Izzy just picks up 4.
I mean, what a beautiful round for Izzy there. We didn't capture most of it, but just every single person entering after that Neon, he took him out.
Yeah, and tried to get onto site, tried to make something happen, but the people were just falling all around him. There was really no opportunity for him to have any value in that round. And then by the end of it, his overdrive had ran out at the worst time.
Yeah, just actually at the worst possible moment. And then even then, that Spectre just wasn't able to quite pull it out quick enough to take down it. And we seeing a switch up from Team 2 here.
Oh, but the fight mid as Zemp takes down Izzy, an immediate self-res, but And is here waiting in the wings to secure these kills, but maybe a little bit of an overheat as the evolution gets popped. Oh, and we're just swinging left in a 3 versus 4.
Flew with just a Sheriff, not quite able to get it against Misser.
Mid.
the 2 remaining players of Team 2 have to back up to regain their composure, try and see if they can make anything happen. They do still have the spike, so they have the opportunity to go to either of these sites, but there's 4 people left. Either way they go, they're going to run into a 2v2.
And Mr. wants to start this crunch. They know that they've got all that veto util at B.
Oh, this crunch could be lethal. Crook has a feeling. He has an intuition, and he ducks under the spray.
And off of the back of that, they will get that neural theft popped and revealed exactly where those enemy players are.
Seconds left.
They know this rotate's coming. Do they want to challenge the line right before they show up? They do. They have control over this line, but it's not enough.
And it's all down to Derp.
Oh, but he doesn't have
1v3
enough.
And missed. Shuts him down.
It's another round win. Team 5 going from a 2-0 to a 4-2. Just winning 4 rounds in a row, and now Team 2's economy can't be looking great.
And I mean, even in that previous game, Team 5, that first map, they didn't look all that good. But as soon as they got warmed up in that second map, you've got to wonder if it's just a difference between Team 5 being all warmed up from their previous BO3 and Team 2 not quite ready to play.
And look at this veto util. The interceptor out of the way of any gunfire, be able to stop their push. And I think that's why Team 2 have not really tried to push B too heavily.
Yeah,
this
veto
veto
util
util
on B is just too great to do anything, really.
Yeah, it shuts down pretty much everything that they try to do. They like to use their fast lane to get onto the site, but that interceptor can shut it down immediately. Map has gone silent once more. As nobody's making a move.
And does break that mid door with the classic, so that will be setting off question marks in Team 5's head.
But the fights go out as Kanan gets Semp and Mr. gets Crook.
And
Then
Flu.
Flu. Hallelujah gets and it's just
all
left.
down to Derp. In a 1v5, what can you really hope for here?
The spike is an elbow tucked in the corner as Izzy all the way on top just takes him down. And another round win, just again and again and again. Team 5 are beating down Team 2 on their own map pick. This is Team 2's map pick of Sunset. And then we'll be going into Team 5's map pick of Pearl. Which is interesting to see that Team 5, the bans came out and Team 5 got their map banned. So it's interesting that their next pick was Pearl. It makes you wonder what they have cooking on map 2. But as for now, an aggressive hit coming through.
And I miss her playing a bit more of a passive angle, not quite able to find anything.
Oh, the cabbages are here, and they know that everyone is stuck in this elbow. Oh my. Everything is getting thrown, and players are falling left and right. The attackers are left in a 2 versus 3 and make it a 3 versus 0. As Team 5 pick up yet another round.
And I mean, if you're Team 2 here, you're just wondering how you're getting shut down this hard. You're not even hitting into the sight of the Veto. You're not even hitting the sight of the Sentinel. And it's just because Vito's able to securely lock down that B and you got one player mid. So as soon as you get those early signs of aggression towards A, you pull that player from mid and you've got a 4v5 on your hands.
Yeah, with all that breach util thrown out, the Rolling Thunder, the fault line, everything, the kitchen sink, and you can't pick up that round. Flu is about to have a Hunter's Fury, but Mr. is already taking down Zemp in mid.
Right here.
And here comes the push. The fast lane that we were talking about goes up right before the interceptor does. Oh, and is in a really bad spot as Miss will land the kill. The rest of the players can't get the spike down as Crook might be the saving grace that they need. Gets 2, equalizes the round to 3 versus 3. But the spike is still not down.
And I mean, Flu's so low in this backside area.
Mister still has this op online. in market. So deep right now, and there it is. As Crit goes down, the dog doesn't spot Derp, but it does spot Flu. And that's going to be the end of him, as Derp, stuck in this corner, is concussed.
And that's just ripe for the taking.
Concussed?
I don't even know. I've got nothing. I have no idea how.
The dog went...
Genuinely.
Hold on.
Maybe a visual bug?
It probably was a visual bug. How in the world was Derp... We have to assume it was a visual bug, because there's nothing on the defensive side besides the dog that can do that, and the dog hit Floof. So we're gonna chalk that down as a visual bug. But again, 7 rounds in a row for Team 5. They took the first 2 rounds in stride, and after they got their rifles, they've been just beating Team 2 back.
Team 2 going for a bit of a slower approach here. Zemp picking off Canyon. Getting that op down in top mid.
Trap destroyed.
But that makes you wonder, do they have 2 ops? Because Mr. has had an op this whole time, so it's not impossible, but Mist is taking down Derp. The interceptor's up, it shoots out Util, and then Mist gets Zemp. Has to pop the Resurrect, as Flu gets Izzy. But their Clove's gonna die, it's gonna be back to a 3v3.
Spike planted.
And about, yep, there goes Zemp. But it isn't a post plant. And is so deep right now. Mr. though has been so good. They're just gonna have to play back in post plant. I assume they have the Hunter's Fury online for
Yeah,
Flu.
I don't remember Flu popping it anywhere. So that's gotta be their win con here.
There it goes. It's already ripped, but Mist is Evo. He's Evo'd!
And just beautiful play there from Mist, knowing that if he gets that kill, he'll have that evolution to rip. Making that Hunter's Fury absolutely useless.
He parried a Hunter's Fury shot with an evolution and was able to counter so beautifully. 4 kills that round for Mist.
And that will be an 8th for Team 5 just in this first half alone. I mean, even if you're Team 2, yeah, sure, you're worrying about money, but your mental's gotta be absolutely in the dumps by now. 8 rounds in a row you've lost.
And what looked to be such a strong start. Rounds 1 and 2 just being steamrolled by Team 2. Oh, and gets a pick, but it's immediately traded, and my God, Misser
Down A.
swings
Picking
out
off
and gets
3.
3.
Zemp finds 1.
Izzy just going to make sure that this round is not in vain as the smoke goes down and they know where Zemp is, but Izzy has to swing this and does land the kill. Misser with the greatest swing.
In the half.
Just takes down 3 players of Team 2 in a split second.
And so now is the final round of the half. The break the bank round for both teams, buying everything that they possibly can. Want to use all the ultimates they possibly can. I don't think there'll be many available for Team 5 here.
Yeah, look at the guns. Look at the armor. It's Guardians and regen shields. Just trying to put something on the board on this last round. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Here comes the Overdrive. Here comes Team 2 as they blast into the site and get 1. But missed. Somehow, in some way, able to equalize it. But the Neural Theft is going to give away Izzy's location.
And here is set up pretty good for this ace.
Running low.
A 2v3. If you're Team 5,
I'm out of here.
you're happy with the half. But you got to make something happen. Still 3 players left on the attack. Here comes the Skybird.
But I mean, in what world are you expecting this angle from And?
And on 4. Miss her. It's been
He
so
wants the
good.
fifth, but not quite gonna find it.
That's going to be a 9-3 half.
I mean, you know what they say about 9-3 halves.
We do say that about 9-3 halves a lot. However, during the first the first series, I believe it was the second map that we also had a 9-3 half. And that went to 13-4. So
Yeah, just a bit.
I feel like the 9-3 curse has been less and less relevant.
Certainly. I think ever since, like, maybe even, like, 2 years ago, it's just been dying and dying.
Who knows? There is a possibility that the 9-3 curse does happen again. Team 2 has a very good team to play some defense. They have the breach slow. The Cypher setup is already set up on B. Meanwhile, on A, you have Flu just going to set up and on this A line, and then probably going to go stack the rest of the map.
Team 5 with no fear, just heading into this.
Oh,
where
but
they
this
know
trip.
Viper's probably set up.
They do break the trip, and Izzy already onto dirt, but Crook ooh, loses to Canyon, and Zemp is now smoked off from the rest of his team. Izzy has a
85
feeling.
going in, but miss her on this flank through mid. Could be lethal.
Mr. Turn around! As Canyon gets Flu and stuck. And Zemp are just stuck in market as gunshots are raging on all sides. Mr. takes down and then Zemp. And on Team 2's map pick, Team 5 have come in swinging.
I mean, if the last half was to mirror itself, Team 5 might not come away with this, but it would have to be a miracle for Team 2 here.
Yeah, on a round where Team 2, they have to back off. They don't want to afford it, but they can afford this round. It won't put them on map point just yet. It'll put them at 11. After that, though, they have to buy every single round. Every round from the next round on needs to be flawless if they hope of winning their map pick. But Misser already has a Vandal, and we know this Reyna can do damage as a Bucky is completely blind. There's one. There's two. Candy gets a third. Might be a third for Misser. Just barely. Flu avoids death with just a stinger in his hand.
Spike planted.
It's all down to Ann.
Oh,
and
the shock
Flu.
dart to your own face.
Not what you want to be doing in this situation. And
And
the
though-
stinger, though, could be deadly, especially at these close ranges.
Oh, Misser gets a third. Ann's already here, but there's too many players in his face. And they're going to be able to recover that Vandal going into this bonus round.
Just some good old hard yakka. Standing in between.
Not absolutely secured for Team 5. It could happen.
Team
but
5.
If Team 5 gets this round, I think it's just absolutely over for Team 2.
Team 2, if they lose this round, they'll have no money left for the final round of
And
the
I miss her
map.
just opens it by killing Zem.
Oh,
And
Misser!
through.
Who is this guy, and how has he done it? Mist has to back off a little bit. Nowhere close to the evolution. But Misser is all the way in the defender spawn as Crook gets Izzy, but Canyon trades. Crook now left with a sliver of HP as Misser is about to land a backstab onto Ann.
Last player standing.
Never mind. Canyon has pretty quickly, I would say, handled the round. As Crook now left with 13 HP is going to get immediately headshot by Misser for another 3K.
And I mean, that's practically a death sentence for Team 2.
No more rifles.
You've got to go all out with all of your money for the rest of this game, however long or short it may be. Team 5
but-
looking to take us to their map pick of Pearl very swiftly.
Yeah, now the defenders here, they don't have the greatest arsenal in their pocket. They have to buy whatever they can. They just have to try and win these rounds. But Zemp is trying to hold a deep line, and I don't know if that's such a great idea against a team that's had this good aim. Here comes the dog. The tripwire, not going to spot out the dog, but it's immediately shot down.
And you gotta wonder what happened there. Almost all of Team 2 rotated to A.
But here comes the retake. This is going to be huge. Fault lines flashes. The Empress is popped for Misser. This could be lethal, as every piece of util is getting dropped onto the site. Canyon, not able to find one, but Izzy picks up Crook. And Zemp are able to pick up two of their own, and now it's left in a 2v3 as Mist lands a kill onto And. The smoke blocking their face. As Misser gets Zemp, still has a long road ahead as Flu gets missed and left in a 1v2. Misser gets another. Just left to Flu, and Flu is able to save them from imminent demise. Just barely.
That's my producer.
That's going to put us at 12-4.
But again, that bank is practically broken for Team 2 still.
Even though they won the round, they bought everything, so they still don't have the money to buy what they need.
And especially after losing 4 players like that. And Team 5, after winning 3, they're still going to have plenty of money.
Yeah, you can see they're deciding to go for a little bit of a half buy. A couple of Spectres, some regen shields. They're looking to take away what little guns Team 2 has. With a hero rifle, with a couple of rifles, and a couple of Spectres. As Misser. Oh, and you're getting greedy there, but he's able to land the kill. That's going to open up the side of the map for the defense as the team needs to exec in to be fast.
Evolution will be popped by Mist here.
But it doesn't protect you from bullets.
Against that.
As And on that flank, so fast, able to pick up the kills. And that's round 5 going in the way of Team 2. That will stabilize their money and put them back on the right foot.
So now Team 5's just got to save until they're able to get a full buy. But that doesn't mean they're going to give these rounds away for free. They're still going to try and do as much as they can, grab as many guns as they can.
Yeah, and you think about the ults that are about to be used on both sides. The Rolling Thunder, 2 away from Crook. On the attacking side, the Seekers, I don't think have been popped. So that's another ult you have to worry about. The Resurrect, 2 ult points away. Everyone seems to be 1 or 2 ult points away from getting these big impact plays.
But
Jet, 1 away from the knives.
Canyoned with a hero rifle for Team 5. Gotta
Mist
Mist
might
has one as well.
TP. Oh, but Misser and Flu trade kills. The TP for Mist is removed. But they have a feeling that there's someone here. Teammate down, but oh, Izzy with that swing. But Zemp able to pick up the trade. Now left into 3 versus 3. As nobody really knows where the rest of either team is.
It doesn't really feel like even Team 5 knows where they want to go. Zemp here, Izzy here. Will he be aware of the possibility of someone being on site?
Izzy, you need to check this corner so bad, Izzy! And Zemp's going to take that, and he's going to get the spike away. Missed.
30 seconds left.
But Canyon on this flank could be exactly what Team 5 needs.
Oh, Canyon! He's able to get 1. They know that nobody else is holding this angle. But they know that there's still a Clove on site. They have no idea where the Cypher is, but here come the knives as Zemp is able to land the kill, but missed! He's going to put it away at another 13-5.
Is what we are meant for.
I mean, it just seems like Boilerfrag is made for these 13-5s. That's what, a third today
That's
out
a
of the
third.
4 games that
Yeah,
we've
the
played?
4 games have been 13-5, 13-4, 13-5, 13-5, so definitely another crazy game for Mr. Look at that score
31-9, average combat score of 431. 7 first bloods.
This guy has been running every game. The only time that Mr. hasn't been alive has been the first one. And even then, like,
He still wasn't doing horrible.
yeah. This has been a stellar showing, and they're going into their map pick. We're about to head into Pearl, which is Team 5's map pick. Going into the semifinals against Team 2, the winner of this goes on to the finals tomorrow to play a best of 5. This is an insane showing from Team 5.
Certainly. I mean, even then, just aside from Mr., look at the rest of Team 5. You've got Izzy, 18-12, 1 first blood. I mean, what can you even hope for if you're Team 2 there against that?
Yeah, it honestly feels like Team 5 is just completely warmed up at this point, right?
Certainly.
They are on fire. And they're not looking at like stopping anytime soon, right? They're still going, they're still cooking. They're not, I hope they don't overheat, because what I've been seeing so far has been phenomenal. They have been shutting down aggressive hits. They have been making aggressive hits, and they've had some of the best gunplay I have seen from a Boilerfrag team. They, especially Misser, has just been landing shots that, like, I don't even expect, and had some pretty good shots at the start of the game. But then after those first 2 rounds, what happened, right? Team 5 just immediately turned it around. 8 rounds in a row they won. Lost the last one, lost a couple of the ones in the second half. Didn't matter. They were still absolutely destroying this map.
And I mean, that's the story of these 1 or 2 day tournament one or 2 day tournaments. You're gonna have one team that plays like these first 2 games, and they're just gonna be so warmed up that they're just gonna steamroll everybody else. That everyone else is like either not have played yet, or they have lost to this team previously, and they're just too scared to do anything against it.
Yeah, and you wonder, is it just like the fact that Team 2 is not warmed up? Because obviously they just showed up, like they just got here, right? So they're definitely, they haven't played a best of 3, right? They didn't just play 3 games. They didn't just win a best of 3 to bring them here, and especially after the best of 3 like that, right? You lose the first one, fine, your mental's not shot at all. Let's just go back and win a 13-4 with 13-5. Let's do it again, right? Let's just continue the streak going. So I think that maybe it's a difference of being warmed up, but that was Team 2's map pick, and we have to address that. That is a crazy feat for Team 5 to accomplish.
Especially 3 rounds on not the side that you're picking into, obviously, but 3 rounds on your map pick first half, not looking the best.
Especially on a comp where you're definitely an aggressive team, right? You have the Neon Breach combo, which is tried and true on Sunset. We see it all the time, everywhere. It allows you to make aggressive plays, and we saw it, right? We saw huge potential going into those first 2 rounds, but then I don't know what happened. Team 5 just all of a sudden decided we're not going to have it anymore. We're going to lock it down. And Misser immediately shuts down and then after that, Misser just keeps going on these crazy flanks. 3K, 4K, 3K, 4K. Pick after pick after pick. First blood after first blood. 7 first bloods, by the way, from one person. That is an insane number. And if that continues going into map 2, oh God.
Certainly. I think what really did it was just that Vito being able to lock down B by himself. Nobody else there. Just one player in mid to just take a quick look. Oh, they're on A? Cool. I'll rotate over. And it's a 4v5 hit. Just practically impossible. But we'll see if this continues in this second map.
Yeah, especially the crazy Vito. I've never seen a Vito play like that. He knows there's a Hunter's Fury being popped, runs forward, takes down the first guy, immediately knows his evolution is online, sees a Hunter's Fury shot in your face. You just see the circle circling you, right? Let's just hit the evolution button. Eats the Hunter's Fury and immediately gets the pick. That is an insane play from Mist.
Just beautiful. Beautiful knowledge of your agent, knowledge of the game state. Absolutely. What is Flu doing on Phoenix?
This is actually the best Phoenix map, I think, in the entire game.
I mean, yeah, but
This is an interesting team comp I'm looking at right now. We have, again, we're bringing Crook back out onto the breach, bringing double initiator once more. This time, obviously, Astra, just a staple of Pearl, right? Astra is the smokes player for Pearl. I'm surprised we're not seeing something like a Vice. I think the Vice nerfs are maybe sinking in a little heavily now. People are deciding the Vice maybe not be the best idea, because normally, what do? You throw the Arc Rose on A, it flashes for intel every now and again. You can't do that anymore. So KJ's turret, actually,
I mean, I've always been a fan of KJ on the Pearl. Just putting up that turret in mid, just on attack every single round. Just watch mid, keep watch for you. I think that's beautiful map control just off the bat, and I think that's really valuable for the KJ here on Pearl.
And on the other side, on the defensive side for Team 5, They're going back to their double duelist that we saw them play on Haven. This Yoru, this Reyna. This is a scary combo. Izzy was so good on Yoru. Miss her. We've seen it. I don't think it needs to be explained any further. And then you have the support of someone like Canyon, who on chamber can land these shots, play that B long angle, and really shut down a lot of what Team 5 are trying to do, or Team 2 are trying to do here.
Oh, but if you look at that early ping from Team 5, it looks like they're wanting to get that Yoru inserted in that little covey on B long. Going for a little bit of play, and just unfortunately, Team 2 looks to be going 5 men down A immediately.
Right into the face of Misser. And you can see already, we've got some pre-placed smokes. So the Astra has already given some cover to these A players, and it's about to be tested as the whole team is about to run down right through this choke. Misser, though, not afraid to take a fight, gets one, but gets traded. As Izzy picks up a second one. There's the duelist we were talking about. Flu with full util gets shut down by Izzy. How do you land that?
One enemy
And now in a 1 versus 4, where'd the push go?
Spike down A.
All that's left is Zemp.
Need that back.
The spike's on the site.
He's got to get through 4 players to even just plant this spike.
You can't even pick this up. You have no way to push out onto the site.
I mean, yeah, you might be able to wait for
Oh, he
one of
gets
those
one.
stars to come up. But even then, what can you really do?
1
13
HP. One shot to any of these pistols. He's going to put a smoke down. Maybe give himself a little bit of cover.
Obscuring vision.
There it goes. But Mist doesn't care. He hops right in the Astra smoke, waiting patiently for
30
Zeb to
seconds
make
left.
a move. And he's about to walk into a double peek as Canyon clean up round 1.
And just, that was a beautiful shutdown from Purdue, especially Izzy coming in from Secret.
Yeah, the ability to throw that Yoru TP and just immediately rotate back over those the double duelist we were talking about, immediately get 3 players down, even though Misher gets traded, did everything that he could to take a pick away, right? Jumps in, gets a pick, dies, sure. But you got KJ. Now all of a sudden they don't have enough of util to lock down the site when they get on it.
Yeah, just that Yoru gate crash is just far too powerful.
There it goes again. As it flies towards A, so too does the offense. Misser, so aggressive. Again, KJ's just gone. But And is already here. Flu is here. Missed. Tries to get a trade, tries to get out. 3 versus 3. Oh, the Molly just barely misses. The wall goes up. Flu's going to give himself a little bit of healing. Back to full HP, but the rifle is recovered for the offense. Now, what do you do? How do you play this?
Teleport's ready.
Ooh, Canyon. Oh, but Mist is still here. Flu forgot. And it might be the death of him. Mist, how did he kill Ann there?
One enemy remaining.
And just so much chip damage done by both sides.
The
look at
dwindling
these players,
health bars.
21 and I think 5. So close for either team.
I don't think they got the Vandal back.
I don't think
Mr.
they did
had
either.
a Vandal. Where'd the Vandal go? Guys, did we... Can we make sure they got the Vandal?
I don't think either team.
Did Flu get the Vandal?
I don't think so, because he was still just up hard.
I don't think Flu got the Vandal. If they didn't get that Vandal, that's crazy. Because it looked like they only got a Spectre. Let's see.
I mean, yeah, that's just free money that you're just letting
Okay,
go to
Flu got
waste.
the Vandal.
Okay, we're good.
But Izzy's right here. Has to leave.
Careful now.
Here come the offense. Already fully engaged. They're just 5-manning every single set that they can. Canyon has to TP out. A flash to your face and a stinger as well.
This duel on the flank could decide the round.
KJ looking to set up a turret, but has to be aware of this flank. So Hallelujah goes down 2.
Concealment.
Izzy,
Can't use
miss
that
her. The Sheriffs have just single-handedly equalized the rounds.
Obscuring vision.
Zep now with a Vandal. Missed. Oh no, missed!
Last player
Missed
standing.
on the flank!
It is dead food.
And missed her with the Sheriff.
Just a beautiful crunch there from Purdue. Both from CT and from T. Just closing in on this site.
And they're gonna get these Vandals back.
This reality.
That's money they don't have to spend. Remember, they came into this round with Stingers and Sheriffs. It's just a dismantling from Mist on a super late flank. Waited so patiently for his team to get onto site and start picking up the kills.
Yeah, that Team 2 Killjoy was aware of it. Saw that alarm bot pop off, but just after so long, you're either preoccupied with other things or you're wondering, is he still there? What's going on? Just beautiful from Mist there to just wait until the perfect moment.
And again, we have another 5-man running it down A. Misser once more, faced with an unstoppable force as everything is landing. But Misser! How's he done that? That's 2 already. Flu gets a trade, but it's still a numbers advantage for the defense as Izzy is still here. Again, the second duelist we know can land the shots. The spike is going down now. But here comes the defense. Izzy so close! And a 2v4. Derp with nothing but a Sheriff and Misser and Izzy single-handedly rip apart this attack.
And I mean, again, you've got to just be talking about this Yoru gate crash. I know a lot of people, after one of the most recent patches, they were like, Yoru can't do anything, and oh, now Yoru's dead. That was never the strength of Yoru. That's 2, maybe 3 rounds a half. That Yoru gate crash is just so valuable at, 1, getting out of fights quickly, but 2, Yoru's playing B every single round.
Yoru's on B. And then
he's
all of
just
a
able to-
sudden,
one click of a button. Oh, I'm on A.
especially against a team that is playing so aggressively, right? If you want to counter this Yoru, what do? Wait the 30 seconds. Once the gate crash expires, all of a sudden, the Yoru has to run back. But because they're playing so aggressively, they know exactly where they're going to hit. And watch this. The second this gate crash gets anywhere near A, it's going to be an immediate TP because there's so much fighting.
Round 1.
And Misser has already gotten 2. Yoru's here now. Oh, Misser. Hey, can we flash out of this, Misser? Hey, Misser, you have a flash. Misser!
Bit too over-aggressive there, but
But it doesn't matter. Look at the stack to the site. They cannot walk through this. Izzy is lighting them up. And they have to run. And watch this. How much you want to bet? Here comes another gate crash. Yeah, let's just send it that way. Now we're going to play A. If our chamber sees anything at all, well, guess what? Now we're on B.
oh, but this chamber,
Oh, we are not putting anyone on B.
Canyon, with the operator.
The smokes going down on A are putting too many question marks on the map. Izzy has to TP
30
now.
seconds
The spike
left.
is going down. Canyon to nose, and here comes Izzy. There's the TP, but a Cosmic
Will
Divide.
hear it. Cosmic Divide is up.
Canyon! Dimensional Drift.
Has been ripped.
Oh, but he doesn't spawn out. Canyon falls. Now Zep gets spotted, and Izzy's here. Both flashes and a clone. Oh, there's so many mollies on that. I wouldn't touch that.
He discovered that during the Dimensional Drift, he's able to just take him
Last
down.
player standing.
Izzy! Oh my gosh. So aggressive. So perfect with these shots. That's just it. It's just over.
Again, I've got to say it. Everyone, and I mean everyone I talk to, as soon as that patch came out, oh, Yoru's dead. No, he's not. He's back. He's never left.
These TPs, with how aggressive the offense have been playing, the amount of value. Like, this time, look how far he can send this gate crash. He's sending it from B long all of the way to the backside of A. Just letting it go. Holds this line with an operator. Well, he gave the op back to Canyon. But can hold this line so deep. Cosmic Divide. Guess what? Doesn't matter. He's going to wait a couple seconds for this gate crash, and boom.
Miss just with spam.
Holy damage! Half the team is half health. As Izzy's here now. And picks up the kill. Mist walks out, gets one, gets traded. But Mister's still here. Mister's still lurking. Health bars are dwindling into 2 versus 3. As Mister finally is here. The Nightfall misses, and Mister wants everything.
And he's able
Oh my
to
god, the
just
stick!
stick
The
this.
stick, Canyon!
Player standing. Clutch.
No! And is able to pick up the kills.
And I think even if he just stuck it there, he might have gotten it. But just too scared off the back of his teammate being taken out.
That looked so precarious for the offense.
But again,
The Yoru
that's Team
is
2's
so
second
fast.
round. That's only their second round in this game.
It's only been 6 rounds.
And that was so hard fought.
It's only been 6 rounds, and it's felt like a lifetime of Yoru just TPing to A. It's gonna happen again! Guys! Please!
Over. You're dead.
Phoenix. He's gonna run it back. And run it back he will. But the trade goes out. Izzy's here again!
Spike down A.
Just like that, it's a 2v3. Flu equalizes. Izzy still lurking, still kicking. Flu not able to pick up the kill, as Canyon is also here, but the spike is down. Nobody has it.
And Izzy's
Last
still
player
well aware of
standing.
that.
Oh, Canyon. They know where Flu is now. Surely.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Flu able to pick up one, but they have no idea
Got spike.
where Izzy is.
Flash.
He's gonna flash. Has to break the gate crash. Has to break the gate crash. Now, knows that there's no way that Yoru can TP to B fast.
And you're just running to be.
Wait. Are we?
He's rerunning through A main. I don't know that I've ever seen somebody do this.
30 seconds
Certainly
left.
Izzy starts to think he's gotta be B and starts running.
If Izzy hovers around long enough, he's gonna hear the spike go down. Aware. Oh my gosh. Izzy is so aware. He doesn't expect it. So aware. The awareness. The absolute. Just like spider sense tingling.
Just absolutely beautiful from Izzy.
Oh my goodness. And now has a dimensional drift to run with.
I can buy for
I mean, I know we've mostly been talking about this Yoru, but there's a reason why.
Every round, like, we watch this. And when 2 seconds hit the round, we're just going to watch Yoru TP back over. This time, we're finally not 5-man committing A. We're
do have
4-man
one
committing
person
A.
in mid.
But there's still a 5-man committing A.
You should run.
Oh, we're investing a
Lockdown
lockdown.
being committed.
Mist, though, is not going to go down without a fight. Misser, gone. Flew so low. Dimensional drift right after the lockdown, but Zemp on that mid, able to pick up a kill. Oh,
Spike
missed.
planted.
Unfortunate positioning. It's all up to the stars of the show, Izzy and Misser. In a 2 versus 3, but Misser is sticking.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, but not able to stick it for long enough to get half.
no charges left.
There's too much Astra Util still up. It's just a much cleaner round for the attack side.
Certainly. I mean, even Flu, just going in with the classic, still able to find that value. Just beautifully played from him. We've mostly been talking about Team 5 because they're the team that's currently ahead, but Team 3, they've been trying. They haven't been making bad plays. It's just that they haven't been making the correct adaptations. And so finally, off the back of that, at least slight one. And here, we're finally going to see B site being touched. Not at the very
There's a
end of the
tour de
round.
force about to be in your face. Oh no. The tour de force has landed a kill. Canyon is now gone. Izzy is also gone.
You're dead.
And it's a 4v5 in favor of the defense once more. As the run it back is used. Oh, Canyon. Okay. There's a Bucky. Mist is on the flank. I didn't even notice.
One enemy
Is he in
remaining.
the... Crook is left in a 1v3. Has to pop the Rolling Thunder, but it doesn't hit all three players. Mister's completely fine.
Blinding.
And it's over. Where did the flank come from?
Oh, the alarm bot's too deep.
If you're gonna buy a gun,
The alarm bot is for the...
gun here.
It's way
It's
too
for the-
deep. I assumed the Killjoy wanted to get all the way onto site. Oh,
Mist came
Just-
out of
such
nowhere.
a simple choice made wrong. That just absolutely lost them the round.
And the patience, he knows there's multiple players there, waits for the run it back to be over, takes down the Phoenix. It's a huge pick. And then immediately backs out, so nobody can get the immediate trade.
You, hermanito.
Stalls
with the
enough time-
classic, mind you.
Yeah, and Sheriff.
Oh, my fault.
Stalls for enough time that his team can flood so effectively back onto site. Finally, an adaptation is made. Team 2 are slowing it down. Wait out this gate crash. You need to make sure that Izzy cannot TP at a moment's notice.
Watch your eyes.
They're going to get rid of this trademark. They're going to get rid of Misser. And they're going to back off.
But even then, it doesn't look like...
Oh,
Izzy can
missed,
miss
missed,
this gate crash.
missed. But the Seekers are flying. Izzy TPs.
Watch your eyes.
Oh, not again, Canyon.
This is a 2v5.
Izzy. Oh. Oh, Izzy.
Spike
There's so
down
many
C.
people here. You're gonna pop it. You pop the TP.
Cutting through.
Get another one. Clone it. Clone it. Flash it. Something. One man army.
Spike planted.
Oh my. You have to make something happen here. It's just
Last
you.
player
You against the world, and it's not enough as and gets a third.
But Hala is 1v3. But they have no idea where he is. If he's able to find a good timing, he might be able to make something happen. Finds and.
Flu gonna turn around. Zep gonna put a star for him.
Walk out.
Here comes a bird.
Not quite sure where to send it. And Flu just gonna shut it down.
No idea where these players are, and that puts Team 2 to 4-6.
Make sure to follow my
So far,
They'll lead us
It's been
right
going
to the
back and
enemy.
forth. Finally, adaptations have been made. They finally get a little bit of this util out of the way, and it's going to give them a lot of an easier time to win that round. Still looked a little scary. Izzy started getting heating up a lot, but it was enough to win the round.
Certainly, and I mean 4 rounds. If they win one more, that's already that's looking pretty good for going on to this defense half.
Time to mobilize my pack.
But Misser playing a much deeper line. Not looking to get too aggressive here.
I love the slowdown here. Everyone is playing so much more patiently. And it's going to pay
Face
off
your
so
fear.
much. Oh, but here comes the engage, and Izzy. Izzy's here now. They're all here now. You can only imagine what util is about to fly back during this retake.
Spike
Canyon goes
planted.
down, but Mr. gets the trade. There's one more person here. A double Lear to give Izzy some time to take down Zep. And now, Dimensional Drift left in a 3v3. Flu gets Mr. Out of the Dimensional Drift. Izzy, 2v2.
Last player standing.
Crookie gets missed. And Izzy flashes
Time
herself.
to jump.
Left in a 2v1.
One
It's
enemy
one.
remaining.
It's a TP. Is it fake? Is it real? Derp, you need to know if this is real. He knows it's real. And 5 rounds for T2.
Last round in the half.
Looking to tie it up before we go into the second half.
Great adaptations. They did still manage to run into a 5-stack site, but there was enough util to clear up the site, give them enough time, and just good gunplay, able to pick up the trades from each other, good team play. That's going to win them the round, and they are looking to equalize the map going into this final round of the half. Oh no, Izzy. Once again, this util, but Canyon! Oh, Flu has to heal. Izzy does not want to leave it until she has to. And you might have to now. This Canyon is still here, though. And is dead to the box.
Spam.
Got concealment.
Nothing you can do against that.
They're aware of this mid lurk. Zemp was already chunked down to very low HP. Flu only has 60 health for this run it back. And there goes the run it back. But it's going to result in a trade. And that trade is going to result in another trade as Misser gets another kill as Flu gets Izzy. 2v3, but they don't have the spike down just yet.
With that, Team 2 looks to pull it back a little bit, just slow it down. But Team 5 knows that since that turret's still up, at least that Killjoy's still close.
They've cut noise, but they haven't rotated. It looks like they aren't
30
going
seconds left.
to. Someone needs to stay.
Watch your eyes.
Sound of the flash. Someone turns around, but they're still rotating away. A shot goes out. Surely that stops to
just
rotate.
Barely too far out of range to hear it. But they do hear that spike plant.
They don't want to be too loud. They have the feeling that someone could push up very deep. If that happens, things could get problematic very quickly. Oh, they have to clear every angle.
And Zemp just off the back of seeing that.
And that's going to be an equalized map.
Going into this second half.
Switching sides.
Team 2 bringing it back. Their beautiful adaptation to Shocker not go 5-man down A every round. Took them a bit, but once they enacted it, they were able to find their stride. I mean, 3 rounds in a row towards the end of that second half there.
Yeah, but this time, we have the KJ on the defensive end. This is definitely both sides' stronger side. Both sides are more favored in the side that they're on. You have the KJ, which is much more of a defensive character than someone like Chamber. Chamber can hold deep lines, but can't really hold space. But on this attacking side, this your Reyna comp is going to become even more lethal. Much more freedom to do what they want. So it looks like they want to go B. Gotta watch out
Time to jump. Spike drop.
for the Astra up top. Crook. Oh. Oh, these flashes are going to be so lethal, but it's not enough as Izzy set up with a crossfire with Misser. Missed. 2 great kills on the... It's finally taken down on the flank. As Derp.
Spike planted.
It's another. 4 players still remain.
Zemp aware that there's still a player there.
Taking that back.
I mean, what can you really do here? You're left with a controller and a sentinel against both of these duelists.
Util, mind you.
Hollow there's going to peek. Izzy's going to peek. Zup's not going to find a kill, but there's still all of these players on site. They're not being pushed off. Nothing is happening. Misser and
Finally
Canyon.
jumped down and just not able to make anything happen. Hala playing that beautifully, just ducking in and out. Even on such low HP, just absolutely positive that their teammates will be able to trade for them.
And another pistol round for Team 5. And this looking to be an 8-6 before anyone gets guns. As we see Guardians being bought to play this B long line. Again, Mist on these flanks have been so impactful. He got 2 that last round. Nobody was paying attention, but now look at that. He's drawn people back to mid, forcing these players to watch these ankles, and forcing KJ to put an alarm bot in art.
But and
Oh
Zeb
my-
just on the top box angle, able to just barely spot Izzy's head.
Mr. has a Vandal. Always has a Vandal on these rounds. Here comes the Haunt, immediately shot. Do they have a feeling Zemp could be here? I don't think they do. Oh.
But they will be aware of it now.
But here's the thing. They've only spotted the chamber. That could be a lurk player. That does not mean that the push is coming, but here come the stars, here come the Leers. Vault line out, but it doesn't tag anyone, as Zep misses that Marshall shot just barely. Oh, and Canyon's waiting for you to peek that. Does Canyon expect this flank? Oh, Canyon. Canyon so expects the flank, sees and Mist gets Crook. Great shot from And,
One enemy remaining.
but a great shot from Mist. Oh, the suck to the flash.
Remaining.
Oh,
Killer, man.
almost
The
so
lineup.
dangerous.
My ult's ready. I call you Chale because it means you're my
I
friend.
thought a collat.
Maybe I should call you Kwasia.
I thought that collided. I'm not gonna lie. I did not think Mist was still alive there.
Should I play some
I
stars
saw
and
the
some
round win
music?
banner come up and I was like, oh no.
Just barely. The lineup just not quite in the favor of And. That's the 8-6. Going into the bonus round. The defense finally having guns to play around with, but even still, with Sheriffs, they didn't do too bad.
Time to hunt.
Team 5 is, let's just go B. And let's just see what happens, right?
Canyon just finding Zeb off the bat.
Wow.
Flew.
Oh,
And
Mister! Who'd run? Oh, is he?
In spawn! And off the back of that, they're gonna rotate. A
Look how
2v5.
far Mist is.
One enemy remaining.
And just so aware that these players are gonna be here.
Oh!
What a beautiful round for Team 5.
Oh.
Just off the back of Flu, not checking that one angle, which I don't even blame him.
Yeah, who sits behind that box? On a bonus round, surely you're like, oh, let's go be aggressive. No, I'll buy a Sheriff. I'll sit behind a box. And then I'll get help from my teammate who has a Stinger. Oh, what a turnaround. And Mist had walked so far down.
And Killjoy just popping those mollies just a bit too early.
Oh, they're playing an aggressive line. They're trying to shut down this push, but, I mean, they have to run. A shot lands, but a regen shield is going to give Crook a little bit more health back. Only going to lose about 9 health in that engagement.
Shoulder
And
was
he'll lose a
spotted,
little bit
though.
more. And he'll lose a lot more. Oh, Flu. Trying to land these Sheriff shots. Look at this. Look at this push and pull from these two sides. This flash could be so lethal. Oh, the
And
miss.
just not able to find anything.
Oh, miss.
And it's all down to Derp with just a Bucky.
Spike planted.
Well, see, here's the thing. Do they get aggressive? He has
Find
a
one.
shorty.
One down.
That's a Vandal. Do you want it that bad? I mean, you can go get it. If you really want to.
Don't know if he'll come back.
Throw it on your turret. Try and grab it. There's not 4 people staring at you. And it's okay. You can get this. Oh. He sees one. He wants it so bad. Oh, the flash in the face. The Bucky is not looking.
Able to find one.
Still gets Izzy somehow.
But even
Straight
then,
ankle shot.
That'll be the round win for Team 5 once again. 6-10 now in here. Only 3 rounds away from closing out this series.
Sending Team 5 to the finals, playing 2 best of 3s back to back. My goodness. There has been no shortage of explosiveness coming from this map of Pearl. For both sides. Look at these pings. Look at these red pings. They want all of the space. They're pinging backside of A. They're pinging the entire way through B. They're going to send a little Yoru clone down, and here comes the dimensional drift. Here comes the... Oh no, here comes the cosmic divide. Zemp, once again, stuck alone. The stun doesn't land. The stun didn't land. He turned back around. Oh, Crook! Where'd the push go?
And it's just all falling apart.
Spike down B.
Misser gonna find one.
Misser. Everything, everything is okay. Oh, we're popping it. Oh, we won it. Oh, we won it so bad.
Was gonna say he might just want to save, but
oh, and just a little bad crosshair placement. Does land the first shot, but it's not to the head. That'll stop the bleeding just a little bit. Team 2 make it back with only 1 player down. But oh my. Fear has beholden me. It looks like they're going to be defaulting this round. Just take a little bit of mid control. Both teams. Oh, they both want it.
spots the shoulder and just barely gets out. Dog will be used to re-clear.
So patient. Both sides. Neither team can afford very much, if anything here. As Mist continues his walk down B long. Spike is still in spawn. They just want to know where they can go. They're leaving Misser to rotate between the sites if need be. Other than that,
it does look like they want to hit this B site. They've drawn majority of the players to A, but
that alarm bot is shockingly loud.
Just a bit.
Crook holds this lurk line. Oh, the flash, the stun. Some spam goes out. Crook flashes in return. Gets one, but is he able to get the second? Oh, the turnaround is everything.
Going up.
The engage has to come through.
Does he expect a third?
Oh, hallelujah.
And with 10 seconds, they're not going to be able to make anything happen there.
Team 2 is barely hanging on.
Take a breath now. Release
They're
the
fighting
tension.
for it.
Good.
They want Abyss. They do not want to let it end on Pearl.
This has been a brawl back and forth. Just Team 5 maybe overheating a little too much. Getting a little bit too aggressive, and they're not really playing as much of a team anymore. But it only takes one. And then you can get two. And once you get two, it's very easy to get three.
Let's play.
Tour de Force being popped right off the bat. Blue gonna find Mist in mid.
Oh, Team 5. They're investing
Cabbages
so
will be
much
popped
here.
as well.
Oh,
Blue
barely
spamming
misses
this
the
angle,
time.
but Izzy gets across. Does not want to mess that Molly though.
These flashes have been amazing.
Going up.
Surely at some point we have to expect a flash coming around that corner, right? Getting so much value on the Phoenix.
I mean, Team 5 just looks completely discombobulated. Misser is inserted all the way in A main, but is seemingly coming back.
Yeah, and even with the tour de force active, there's not enough of an engage onto the B side. It's just so quiet.
Tala, the only player on Team 5 not
30
able to be
seconds
healed,
left.
the one who needs it the most.
Ooh, barely misses, but the turret! Oh, the turret is everything.
Down A.
As here comes the explosion from Derp. Oh, Canyon!
One enemy remaining.
And it'll
It's
all
not
be down to
enough, but-
Canyon
Teleport's ready.
with just this tour de force.
10 seconds left.
Gotta find one more.
He is going to reclaim that gun.
That works.
That's all he cares about.
That'll be 9 to 10. Only a 1-round differential. Team 2 clawing back.
3 rounds in a row for Team 2. About to re-tie up the match. Team 5, they have to make some changes here. Something needs to be different. They can't keep running these same plays and expecting a different result.
And yeah, I think the main thing you've got to be talking about with Team 2 on this defense, obviously we've got Flu taking these aggressive paths. But Derp has just been locking down this A site with this KJ Yuto.
Yeah, they do not want to hit this site. Even when they do hit the site, there's just too much there. Especially with these 2 stars that Zemp has been repeatedly
I
giving
got the spike.
to Derp. Give him a little bit more cover and a little bit more peace of mind, knowing that he doesn't have to play so aggressively to hold this. But do they really want to take this site? Here come the stars. But
There's just too much to contest with there, guys. Ala gonna find one.
How is Izzy on site?
I mean, seemingly just
How?
able to walk through everything.
Missed on the flank. Here comes the rolling thunder. Izzy is just out. Izzy does not want to be there anymore. Hallelujah is still in this corner.
Time to hunt.
The dog lands. The dog lands is all it needs. Zemp. Oh, but Izzy in the back. Whoa, man. That's big ults used for the defense. A rolling thunder, cosmic divide, and they still lost the round. That's scary.
They do still have that Killjoy lockdown, which could at the very least be used to
I should
stall
play
a
some
plant,
Astro
but
Stars in this reality.
I mean,
What did the offense use there?
I don't think
nothing.
they used any ults. No,
I don't think
they
I saw a
had any.
single thing.
They just walked
They
in
Izzy just walked through 2 mollies and a vulnerable.
while being shot by a turret.
How do you just get to site? Flu had no idea. Like, there should not be a Yoru on the site. Oh, finally the lurk taken out and was ready for Mist to peek that. And it's a pick that they need so desperately to keep them in this game. As the map goes silent once again. But KJ is all alone on site. So they're going to send Zemp over, provide a little bit of help, but Misser just shot every piece of Yuto in the span of half a second.
Yeah, didn't even have the opportunity to pop that second molly. But that lockdown
Has to be invested.
being committed.
Misser
gonna find
so
one.
aggressive. Oh,
Not
it's
able
not
to find
enough.
the
It's
second.
not enough.
And
Spike
Derp
down
finds
A.
Izzy.
Both players are going to get
Last
detained.
player standing.
You're not getting out of this, buddy. Never mind. Flash through the wall. Boop.
30 seconds left.
And just Team 2, ever the aggressor.
These parasites
Finding
are
a way.
past this place.
I mean, after all that Killjoy U2 was destroyed, they seemingly had no stall whatsoever, but that lockdown being ripped immediately was such good intuition and just adaptability from Derp.
Yeah, but that's every.
That's-
They might have the Nightfall.
No, I believe they used the
they used the Nightfall?
Like, I don't think it was last round or the round before, but
Because if they
Barely.
don't have a Nightfall, this is This is a
Beginning
lot of
to look scary.
this is a lot of ults.
Dimensional drift.
This is a lot of ults.
Empress. Don't quite have the Seekers
Oh,
yet.
bye-bye derp. Oh, bye-bye derp. And hey, so Izzy's in your spawn. Hey,
Spike planted.
and there goes the one ult that you could have used. They'll run it back. We're no longer running it back as Canyon just takes down Crook. There's another Vandal recovered as Cosmic
Miss her finding
Divide.
Zemp.
Hey, missed. Hey, missed. Surely we land. Hey, missed. Missed.
Canyon, miss her.
Bring them
Don't
There's
fail.
still an Empress online. And
One enemy remaining.
and
They're playing Ring Around a Rosie with one another. Oh! Miss her! Just barely able with the crouch and the fire rate boost that you get from Empress. Just barely able to make it happen. And that'll bring Team 5 to map and series point.
so we need to like we need to have a talk about how these players are just getting away with this, because this is like
They're getting away with everything.
Izzy just gets to walk through everything, and then Anne just gets to walk out of a cosmic divide into someone looking at a wall and someone in their astral form. But anyway, it's now 10-12. Run It Back is up. I believe Nightfall has to be up. There's no way the Nightfall is not up. But that's about it. That's about all they can use. Seekers are about to be online. But 3 ults were invested last round to put us up onto the series point.
Yeah, you're gonna have Seekers soon, maybe Tour de Force, but those aren't really the ults that you're looking at to win you around.
Missed
Raiders
is
down.
Mister might have died, but Mist is behind. Unmissed gets Ed. And Mist is about to walk through their spawn.
And he hears Zemp.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Not gonna quite find the fourth.
Are we gonna talk about where the spike is?
Izzy completely on B. Flew rips the Run It Back to reclaim the wrong site.
Run it back. We're running it back the wrong site. The spike's gonna be half gone by the time they even get here. Flu is down so low on HP. I never saw Izzy the entire round. I guess Izzy was just walking to the other side the whole time. But Crook has full util. Piece by piece, they're gonna have to get through the site. They have no idea where any of these players are, and I'm low-key very scared here.
This could very well be it. Clone.
Oh,
gets
they know where both
popped.
players are. Nobody's sticking it. Nobody's sticking it. Nobody's sticking it.
And that'll be
That's
it.
Attackers win.
Team 5 showing a dominant run in Boilerfrag so far.
Mist just walked into... Mist just walks all the way. Look at... 26 and 16. 22
7
and
first
17.
bloods again.
21 and 14.
22 and 17.
Mist had 19 assists on a smoke.
Dear God, that was beautiful from Team 5. That entire series.
Mist had all of the flanks. Mist was the flank god, I should say. And then Mist never missed. Miss her, miss who? Like, bro was never missing a shot. Again, not a single match has Mr. dropped below 300 combat score. Like,
Yeah.
not a single match below 300 ACS.
Yeah, and a majority of them over 400.
Both maps, 7 first bloods. Both maps, top of the leaderboard. There's not many words that I could say to
That could
explain
describe-
how I am like.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
just shocked.
too beautiful almost. And again, even if you get through Miss Her, you've got to get through Izzy too.
Yeah, and Izzy's just everywhere. Izzy feels like just this constant force on the map.
Omnipresent.
Yes, just teleporting to both sides of the map at any point. That last round had the spike going to the complete
Yeah.
other side of the map.
Yeah,
How do you do that?
You find those initial opening kills, and then you just TP to your spike, which is just still in your spawn, just chilling, and you just casually walk down B long, plant while the enemy Phoenix is running it back into the completely wrong site.
That was the ult, right? We were talking about like that and the Nightfall. The Nightfall got taken down immediately. Missed on the craziest flank ever. Takes down the Nightfall, which is huge. Teleporting away of the run it back. There goes your other ult. You're left in a 2v3. No smokes. Smokes are dead because Mist apparently is just him. Runs through the entire backside. You have Breach util and you have Phoenix who used all of his util.
And the spike's just planted in such a place that nobody can
It's
get
in
on
the
stick.
open.
Nobody can get on. Yeah, that's the advantage of getting to a site that has nobody on it. You're able to just plant wherever you want. And so for your post plant, you'll just be like, just throw it in the open. They can deal.
Yeah, and now Team 5 have showed that was a closer match, right? 13-4, 13-5, 13-5, and 13-10, right? The last one was close. That was a just back and forth, like tug of war the whole time. Just great plays from both sides. But it's ultimately Team 5 that's going to go on to the finals.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly how this tournament bracket works. I don't know exactly like who's determining who's going to get to face them in those finals. I believe those are tomorrow, and it's a BO5.
Yeah, it's a best of 5.
I don't know. Do we have another game to stream today?
No, we don't have another game to stream now. 3 and 4 played while we were running this. So whoever wins that, I don't know if they play the loser of this game or if they just go straight to the finals. I don't know if there's a loser's bracket or not. I would assume they go to the finals. But anyway, we have that game tomorrow. So at least for now, this is pretty much that. What do I say about what I just watched?
I mean, I think it's safe to say I've personally never seen another Boilerfrag. I think this is the best introduction to one ever. Just Team 5 going on this dominant run to get straight to the finals. Whoever ends up facing them, they're going to have a heck of a battle.
Yeah, it didn't feel like super oppressive there at the last map, but the first series that we just had when they went 13-5, 13-4 against Team 1, that was oppressive. That was pure domination the whole way through. Map 1, pure domination whole way through. This one, a lot closer, but it still showed that Team 5 willing to pick up these fights, willing to take aggressive, like just everything. They're just going to go in, they're going to take a fight, they're going to win the 1v1, and Mist is just apparently going to be behind you at all times.
But even then, going into this BO5, we've seen Team 5 show ability to play at least 4 maps very well. And so in a BO5, having at least 4 maps under your belt that you've proven you can play well on is going to be instrumental. You're going to be going, even if you lose those first 2 games, you're going to be going deeper and deeper into this BO5 and still have that map knowledge, still have that experience.
Yeah, it'll be super exciting to see how this best of 5 goes. It'll be super exciting to see who they play because we don't know who they play. We're probably going to find out after this. But at least for today, that's going to be all for day 1 of Boilerfrag. What an exciting day it has been. What intense matches we have seen. And great just gameplay from every team.
Certainly.
So at least for now, we're going to be heading out. To be sure to check in tomorrow because we do have the finals. It's a best of 5 with Team 5 versus whoever else ends up coming along. And I think that it'll be another very exciting match. So be sure not to miss it. And it'll be at noon tomorrow. So just like the start of today, it'll be at noon tomorrow, a best of 5. We hope to all see you all there. But as for today, this is Valorant at Purdue, signing off.